This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 years old, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. If you are offended by any content herein, that is your own problem, as you have been warned. Do not try this at home.
Release the Kraken!
Because I am ready, and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup of coffee, man, yeah. Man! Wow, man!
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this.
Get on with it!
And that's exactly what we intend on doing here at Bad Habits Network with Monday Night COVID, episode number 11, brought to you in part by Ideal Vapor LLC up in Portage, Wisconsin. Go to idealvaporllc.com to see what's going on with their news, vape reviews, as well as products that they are selling. You can also check them out on the Book of Face with their Ideal Vapor family. Hashtag that shit. Ideal Vapor, I think it's 206 on the Facebook as well as Instagrams. They will update that daily. Jackie, the boss lady, is a boss-ass bitch and will fucking put your name on a plate and serve it to the wholesome beasts that will fucking say, hey, you need to vape this shit. Go for it. Check them out. Tell them Hammer sent you. Hammer gets fired on a daily basis by them. Check them out. Ideal Vapor LLC. Welcome. I am Gary the Hammer. With us today is Richard Garcia, a.k.a. Richarzarded.
What's up, what's up?
Our awesome Dalton J. Pfeiffer, comedian.
Betty White's fine.
As well as Betty White Wellness Watch, as well as Richard is a comedian as well. I'm sorry. And Nurse Tara.
Yeah, that's me.
Yay. Joining us again. She got bit by the podcast bug.
Yep,
Welcome.
I sure did.
What next?
Yeah, I mean...
So, things we talked about yesterday.
Guys.
So call with your medical
podcast.
questions. I'll try not to get sued.
So, yeah, no, it's something Dalton and I kind of made. It was like, dude, these guys do a great show. I hate the fact that fucking professional podcasts go, what next?
Well, I mean,
what else?
I think that we always do end up with like a really weird intro because like we get into such a flow before we start recording, and then we
I
start
have to
recording.
stop it. Yeah,
but I mean, at the same time, like, how the fuck do you flow that conversation? Like, okay,
there's
guys,
a lot
so
of good
the
shit
show,
that
we did
can't
it
be
last
on the
time,
show.
too.
Now, if you were in our Discord chat, that was all live for 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made
boy.
sure that was all live for 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, if you're not on the Discord, fucking check that out because we were talking some good gold.
Good gold.
Yeah.
Good gold.
Good gold,
Oh,
like
boy.
good
gold.
bars,
Ambitions.
good bars in the how to
Good
get kicked out of a bar.
Mr. Good Gold.
Mr. Good Gold,
You fall asleep at the bar. That's how you get kicked out.
especially if some bougie bars.
But I have been doing some experiments lately. If you live in Janesville, Zox will not kick you out if you put your head down, at least. I put my head down at Zox. It did not kick me out.
I was expecting you to say that you started kissing men.
No. I passed
said-
out.
You said
Did
you said you were doing some experimenting lately.
There
A
you
little bit.
Oh, I see what you did there.
All right.
Hey.
A little bit of 90s homophobia. I love it.
Hey, I had to get it in there somewhere.
Hey, no men kissing on this podcast.
No, it's happened before.
Has your friend with them?
It's happened before. We're all fucking for it. We don't care anymore.
But shout out to Draft House. Shout out to Draft House, downtown Main Street, Janesville, Wisconsin. I fell asleep in that bar, and they took care of me.
How?
I was drunk.
No. Okay, I get how you fell asleep, but how did they take
Nothing was
care of
sore
you?
in the morning, though, right?
I was there. I like faded in and I literally don't remember like fading in and out. And I remember opening my eyes and being around people and having my head down. And I did like this blackout drunk thing I like to do where I rest my head on one arm and my head sideways like I'm laying down.
And the
then
demons
I,
are
like,
talking to you.
Shove food in my mouth with the other arm. But yeah, no, I was like fading in and out. And
Oh, you fat man drink.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's
Where's
stages.
my appetizers?
It's drink, regardless if I've eaten that day. I drink, I eat, and then I sleep. I don't drink, eat. I don't do that. I drink, even if it's all day, and then I eat, and then I sleep.
Right.
This is true. I've lived with him.
That's my rules. So you've seen me for more than 12 seconds or one night.
God, you Hasselhoff a cheeseburger.
I Hasselhoff the fuck out of it. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me on the floor just eating shit. Oh my god.
I almost pass out next
You're
to the toilet
right.
because I'm still sleeping. You're still eating.
You're
drinking,
right.
Sleeping.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm such a drunk. I've developed a drunk.
What kind of drunk are
A
you,
drunk
Richard?
routine. A drunk routine.
I've developed a great drunk persona. I'm a very agreeable drunk.
Do the tomato plant on Facebook,
I
folks.
listen to people. I listen to people. I follow people, and I just want to eat. And I'm very. If you tell me no, it's a no. You know, if I ask for more drinks and it's no, if you tell me to leave, I'll leave. I just want to eat. No, I'll follow up. So I go there, and I run into the manager the next day by happenstance at a shop, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, bad man, you're just taking a nap. And then I went to Draft House again, and I apologized to the bartender. He's like, no, you're a very delightful drunk.
Maybe you're talking in your sleep. You don't realize that you're drunk
honestly,
talking in your sleep.
yeah,
You don't know. You might be.
I'm gonna extend an invitation to these guys onto the show just to give a recount of
Yes.
their
What
account
happened?
to it, man.
Bro, but I can be mischievous because last night I got
We
blackout
know.
drunk, and I stole a big cooler.
Oh, not just the pioneer.
I don't know how to describe it. So it's like a big, like thing, a big cylindrical cooler thing that you fill with
Like
ice,
a Mountain
put beer
Dew
in.
can with those Mountain Dew displays in the gas stations.
Almost like that. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what? Oh,
Almost
shit.
like that. So my job was throwing that away, right? Or they left. No, they left it outside. They left it outside, and I didn't
Yoink.
want it. See, I knew I took it because I didn't want it to be thrown away, and I kept thinking, I'll ask the bosses if I can take it. So I woke up this morning, and it was gone. And I went to my boss. I'm like, where is it? They're like, I don't know. And then I go up
Then
to
they
my
review the camera.
Yep. Dude, I don't know how I got that up my fucking raggedy stairs. Because I go downstairs, I'm like, where's the cooler? They're like, we don't know. And then I go up to my apartment, it's right next to my front door. I'm like, oh my fucking God. How did drunk Richard steal that whole fucking thing?
I was gonna say the only thing
It's
I
like a
yoinked,
tough man contest when you're drunk.
Well, I didn't, yeah.
Like seriously.
I yoinked a R2 when Star Wars. I think the original episodes came out when they had the R2D2 and C3PO fucking coolers.
Okay.
I ganked a fucking. I don't know who was sponsoring, but I ganked a R2D2 fucking cooler like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
They're
Hey,
like
I'll
shaped
make
like
it, dude.
R2D2.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good
guilty,
steal, though.
Guilty.
Oh, it's a
I wish
though.
I wish I would have kept it because that's a collector's item.
Oh shit.
Rough.
Yeah, well, it's a stupid
I
time to
obviously
drink.
need to up my drum game at the bar. Then I really need to up my game.
You haven't stolen a cooler yet?
Oh,
Get him on
great.
level, girl.
You
You
I was
haven't
gonna
fallen
say you
asleep at a
realize
bar?
you
You
just
haven't-
realized what she did
No,
here,
I have
folks.
so
She
much
just-
energy. So
She just said, "Challenge me. I'm a shy drunk.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm a good girl when
I'm
I drink."
such a good girl.
Tee hee. Hey, Tara, go kick that man in the balls. Oh, here I go, buddy.
how hard and how high?
Tara, you should so totally whip a titty out and hit him in the face with it.
Yep.
The nice firm ones. Hey, there are firm. They'll probably hurt you more now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
All
and you'd be
firmed
proud
up.
of it.
Fucking
You'd,
See,
you'd
there
be
you go.
so
The
proud
key
of it.
is not to hit him with the titty, but to flick the titty just before impact to get
Oh,
the
yeah.
snap. Like a
Oh,
whip,
yeah.
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, like
And
a
I'll,
whip.
I'll
Get
do
that
the
momentum.
Sean slow-mo camera on it.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see a
my
ripple
God.
effect on
Yeah,
the
catch all
boobie and
the
a
ripples.
ripple
On the
effect
cheek.
on the cheek.
And there would be just a moment, one frame where both of them looked like they were the part of the same person.
Yes, or a butt cheek right before it just ripples back to each other.
No, okay.
Like
so you-
honestly, if
We're actually doing the dichotomy of the science of a fucking ripple.
well, if
effect on
John
a
Carpenter,
cheek.
if John Carpenter ever
the
wanted to
titties.
use new footage for a remake of The Thing, like you could use that footage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, okay, so I have a question. So, if you can leave mushroom marks, can you leave titty marks?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've
okay.
established that in one of the
Yes,
early
beautiful
episodes 5
circle.
years ago.
You can leave
Um,
mushroom marks?
Yeah, and it's called a
You've
what did we call
heard
it?
of that?
Mushroom stamp.
Yeah,
There's
well,
the
we called it a
mushroom stamp.
mushroom
That is-
stamp,
that
but
is-
what's it
that's
called
it.
when you titty stamp?
Oh, fuck.
Because boobs look like what? Boobs.
Titty tap? Titty tap?
I call
Memory
it
mashing.
I
That's
call
what
it
There
it
you go.
whap.
Memory mashing, yeah.
I call it a WAP.
Dude,
A whap?
but to leave a mark with a titty,
That takes
that's
talent.
impressive.
That
Yeah,
ta-
that
you
would-
need a nipple
The
piercing.
velocity you would need, yeah, or just some real long. I've seen some long titties before.
Nipple
Just-
piercing,
Doesn't
it'd
have
just get
anymore.
caught in my beard.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you did do comedy at a biker bar, didn't you?
Plenty of opportunities. Plenty.
Or
Roll
I
them
dated-
things back up,
I
baby.
also dated a feminist mom that didn't wear bras too, so that
Whoa, okay.
gravity takes hold.
Gabby
Takes hold.
Gabby takes
Gabby
hold.
tit gravity.
Gabby.
That's all good. So how you been, Richard? It's been a hot minute since the last good episode of Monday Night Cove.
You're falling asleep in bars.
Yeah,
so.
It's only been a week, folks.
Junkie.
It's only been like 7 days. It's been a rough 7 days. So here's where the bartending community is, and I will speak and represent the bartending community. During the lockdown, we were all very depressed because we all lost our occupation and the people we see and all that. So what did we do?
Can I stop you? I apologize.
Yeah.
Did you say occupation or occupation?
I probably said occupation, but I meant
I like that
occupation.
though. No, that fits.
Occupation.
It's alcoholic occupation.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Occupation. No, that's actually kind of good.
It's perfect.
So you guys were
The
down
whole
in the dumps.
subcategory.
Yeah, we were down in the dumps, and literally, like, every bartender I knew. So there was two sides. Everyone who had like a factory job was like, "Fuck you, you get unemployment." They were like mentally healthy, but every bartender went fucking insane. So what did people do? They drink on lockdown. So we're like, "Oh, things aren't locked down anymore. Let's celebrate. Let's fucking drink."
Yeah.
So like every bartender I know.
Millions of people did it by rioting.
Yeah, dude. So like, I tell my coworkers, they're like, "Oh, I'm drinking too much." I'm like, "Dude, give yourself like a 2-week just alcoholic allowance. Just be fucked up for 2 weeks. You're happy. You're seeing all the locals." So I can't complain. I told Dalton.
Rob's done with 1 week then.
I told Dalton, I'm like, "Dalton, I've had a
Calm
rough
down.
week. I've had a rough week." He's like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Don't be." This isn't like. Oh yeah, this isn't a bad.
So how is the bad week for you? I'm more curious on how it's been a bad week.
It's more of like
you don't have to expound too much
Yeah.
on that, or I was just wondering if it was like you're talking. It was a bad week for your liver or a bad week for your heart.
It's a liver. It's like a werewolf thing, you know. Like the daytime, I'm hungover and cranky and not getting anything done, and then I drink at night.
I'm gonna send an Axio home with you.
No, I could use it. That's good, man. That's
same here. I gotta fucking apply for jobs all week.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about for the hangovers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's good. It's
You
good.
just need it for the confidence.
I just need the
Sharp
sharp motivation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if
Sir,
you're
ma'am.
so
Sir, ma'am.
Sir,
ma'am.
what were we calling it?
Occupation.
Occupation.
It's an occupation.
Okay, so technically, if you have the hangover and shit, isn't that just a job hazard?
It is a job.
They hazard pay for that. I mean, come on.
part of
Let's
the
I mean,
job.
especially in Wisconsin, we should have hazard pay. For
Well, yeah,
that.
because
Yeah.
a lot of patrons tip with a shot.
Yeah.
They
they'll
go.
buy
They
you a
don't.
drink.
Yeah, they do our
They'll do
studio
that.
rule. They do our studio rule. No one suffers alone.
Nope. It's good though. It's like this thing. It's so hard not to drink because people buy you shots all the time. People buy you drinks, and then you buy them drinks. And like a Wisconsin goodbye is a real thing. So I'll leave a bar and have like 5 Wisconsin goodbyes. That means I leave that bar like in 90 minutes because like walking out, one guy, blah
Okay,
blah.
I do
blah.
the Irish goodbyes. I don't even fucking.
Dude, good
Where'd
for
Gary
you.
go?
Samesies.
Good for you,
Where
Irish
the fuck
goodbye.
did Gary go?
Yeah, exactly. Why did he say bye? And it's like that's why it's either Irish or Wisconsin goodbye. Either or. Me and Dalton are the master of that. It's just like,
Dude,
all right,
I'm
let it go.
the master of an Irish goodbye. I got out of having awkward drunk sex with a girl with an Irish goodbye.
Oh, that's called
Yeah.
just leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think-
that's what an Irish goodbye is.
I didn't ghost you. I just
left.
Irish goodbye to you.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to fuck you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Listen, son, I didn't leave you.
Like I think it was.
I was
funny
just gone. I
was
just went to
just-
go get a pack of cigarettes.
It was Irish goodbye.
I didn't fucking talk to her after that at all. What I
Did
remember
she
that.
even make
that
an
Exactly,
attempt?
how
No.
would you
Did
even
she
try?
make an attempt to like follow up or something like that?
No, she never made an attempt to follow up. But during that night, I remember it was a big house party, and apparently she went around to like everybody at the party, like, "Hey, so what can I do to fuck Dalton?" And
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Yeah.
like she went up to Richard, she went up to a bunch of my friends, and after all of these conversations, literally everyone would come to me after they were done talking to her, and essentially all the conversations went the exact same way. People would come up to me and go, "Hey Dalton, do you want to fuck her?" I'm just not giving her name, but
Yeah, of course.
Then
you
I-
want to fuck anonymous? Got it.
Yep.
but then I would reply no, and then they go, "Okay." And like she fucking she was trying to like get people to give me hints, you know. But their version of hints was, "Do you want to fuck her?"
Dalton,
No.
just Dalton. Oh. She wants to do that to you. Subtle hint, Dalton.
Well, like there was a lot of things that went into
She
my
liked the
reason.
But
donut.
after a few
Dalton,
drinks,
you're
were you like,
sweet as a donut.
but didn't it flash to my after a few drinks, like, oh, maybe.
Were you flattered at least?
Wasn't like-
Was there a bit of
exactly.
flattery there?
Sometimes it does feel good to be wanted, but there were 2 reasons why I didn't sleep with her. One,
a great big fat person.
yes,
Okay.
but that ties into one of them. She looks like her brother in a wig.
100%. Yeah.
100 fucking percent.
Okay, terrific. So she looked like Ellen DeGeneres.
So glad we didn't do a name.
Fat Ellen DeGeneres.
Roseanne Barr. Got it.
Man, that'd be a good
Like
that'd be
an
a good song
ugly-
title. Fat Ellen DeGeneres.
Like Melissa McCarthy got stung by bees.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Like,
Where was your EpiPen then?
Pre-Ghostbusters or post-Ghostbusters?
Pre-Ghostbusters.
Pre-
They're
okay.
pretty-
Yeah, like you know that YouTube video of that kid singing the what was it like? Yummy Sugar Cuppy or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
A kid singing like a super happy song. She looked like that, but
With
You can at least
diabetes.
ask
she
her
had,
some brown
she had a
eggs.
tendency to date rape guys.
She looked like
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You don't. Different girl.
Oh, I thought it was my ex.
Can I say that you can agree?
Maybe.
It could have been.
I would say she looked like the kid from Up, but with long hair.
You could have at least been
I mean, yeah, I gotta show you this video because he looks exactly like the kid from Up. But yeah.
Ow.
No, she had this technique where she would
Yes.
invite dudes over her house, right?
Okay, I'm
And
listening.
she would take their shoes, and they'd be like, "I want to leave," and she's like, "Well, I guess you can't. You don't have shoes."
You want to
Oh,
fucking
that's not
bet,
stopping me,
bitch?
motherfucker. I'm out. So.
Guess you got to stay the night, you shoeless
Yeah,
son
it's
of
a
a
threat.
bitch.
Who's making breakfast, fatty?
Well, it was a few nights like building
Actually, she's making the
up,
breakfast as she's fucking you. I mean, let's be honest.
It was a few nights building
doing.
up to.
I like that.
Building
It's like
up
an incentive.
to.
Like, look at baby, you're having some food and we're fucking. What better is that?
Sorry, she's
Who the
gonna
fuck
do
is
that, dude.
F&F?
I know,
She's
I know.
gonna do that.
I'm gonna power through. It was a few nights building up to this night where she was just being so direct through other people. But I remember one night, it was like the night that we first met, and like we were hitting it off really well, and things were seeming like super cool. At this point, I was interested in her. I didn't know about the date raping guys shit yet.
I don't want.
But I think I got so fucked up, and like she wanted to fall asleep with me on the couch, but I opted to cuddle on the floor with Richard. Like, I remember I was Little Spoon, and like periodically throughout the night, like you would nuzzle your head into my back.
It
like
was
a
like
cat.
it wasn't a cuddle. It was like an L, right? It was like an L, like your head to my head, but our heads was the pinnacle of the L. And then
No,
eventually,
dude, I was Little
and then
Spoon.
and then you woke up going, Richard, is that your hand? Oh shit!
It was
Like
my
a plane,
head.
trains, and automobiles.
Thank
There you.
you.
Go.
Good,
was
she
my
got the
hand.
There it is.
reference.
There it is. Got it.
Because I woke up and he's like, "I think you were nuzzling my back with your head," and I was like, "My cat does that to me, so it probably makes sense."
So, Dave, I apologize. I don't have the soundboard hooked up. That is, with what we got going on, a little bit too distracting it for the show.
What would it have been?
He-
Two girls, one cup.
No, he actually, this is an old school one we had. What was, well, if she's a fat person, at least you know she'll swallow. She's always hungry. And then it was the old, it was an old bit we had. Okay,
Okay.
good.
It was the closed.
It was a
one.
closed one, not the first time
Built
beer.
a beer. I tipped a closed beer over.
Yes, and it was the 999.
Oh,
I was
okay,
like,
yeah, I know that one.
is he trying to explain her weight limit?
Oh my god!
If you're gonna have two beers on deck, I'll take that.
No,
one.
I just tipped it
He
over.
tipped-
Okay.
that was the fallen one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm being good. I'm a good boy.
I only felt like.
Did
an
you need
inch.
one, Dalton?
Yeah, I'll
take
take
it.
another one.
Take it. No, it only fell an inch.
No. You want it so bad, you can have it.
I don't want it. I just didn't want to open it. You open it.
Can you tell that we haven't cuddled in
Listen,
a long
Captain
time?
Pruning Shears.
But I mean, speaking of
Dude, where
great
they
big
at?
fat
Oh.
person, I did
They're on
have
your
like,
wallet.
and this was something that we talked about like beforehand. Fucking,
But before we move on, I have to ask: how the fuck do you date rape a dude?
I don't know if like
Asking for David.
The same way you did with a woman.
Well, I mean, Richard went through the science.
Yeah, it's the same way.
She had her method, and apparently it
Lure a
worked.
dude in. Trust
Okay,
me.
so if you
We
fucking
all want
if
equality,
you
so that
if you
gotta be the
roofie a
same.
dude, I'm still
No,
trying
no,
to,
no. I get. Because the dude needs to be hard.
But
right?
Yes, thank
you
you.
cut it with, but you cut it with
You
Viagra, obviously. You'd have
Okay.
to cut it with Viagra.
Okay, there's
Yeah,
that.
duh.
make sure.
Obviously.
That thing's not going to die.
Really? Obviously, Tara? It was obvious.
I mean, she is
Well,
a
she's
medical
another
professional.
She is a medical professional, Richard.
Just got to cut with a little bit of Viagra and you're all good to go.
He's passed out with a boner. What happened? I've seen this before.
The body's not.
Like a detective.
It's how Sean's firstborn got it made. Passed out on fucking Viagra and vodka.
Hey, little buddy, I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. I just want to find a cozy place to, like, cuddle up with tonight. Nice and warm.
Next week on Janesville's Worst Most Wanted.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Tara.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we're
By the way, do not condone this behavior.
if we're talking about
You
women that I don't
appreciate
want
it.
to
You just
date,
don't condone it. Sorry, Dalton. I'm sorry.
Anyway, we're talking about women that I don't want to date. No.
Hi, Tara.
Nice.
No.
So how's Betty White?
Don't put words in my mouth. I talked about Betty White at the top of the episode. We'll
you-
get another update at the end.
About women you don't want to date.
Yeah, speaking of women that I don't want to date, and this was a topic that we wanted to bring up. I did
Bad
kind of
dates?
want to bad dates.
Bad
Exactly.
dates?
I wanted to go
He
around
continued.
the table and talk about our worst dates. I have another story for that, but seeing as how I did a bit of talking with that last one, if you guys have one queued up, fucking let's bang these out.
I have a few in my hammer logs, but Richard had a good one too, and I don't want to trump anyone here.
Oh
so
God, I got a couple. I'll start with one. It was when I was a really awkward time in my life where I didn't really harness my charisma and all
so
that.
yesterday.
And it was just like where you wander and you find some. It's like, you know, when you're like the smelly kid in school and you get paired up with the other smelly kid and you have to be paired up because no one else wants
Yeah.
to be friends. That's
Yeah.
what I was in school.
Smelly shirt versus smelly feet.
Yeah,
that was how he was when it came to dating.
That's how me and Dalton.
Hey,
became
cock
friends.
thistles.
Oh, come on, Michael. We're trying to do
Oh,
a show.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, it's
Fuck you, I'm playing D&D. Bye.
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 Fuck
Fuck
off.
you, I'm playing D&D.
Fuck you. I'm playing D&D.
But I remember
fucking what the fuck? Only
does
Michael
that?
can do that. Jesus.
Call you, fuck you. I'm gonna do that. Just go to the phone book, pick a random number, call him. Hey, how you doing? Ooh, who's this? Fuck you. I'm playing D&D.
Zoom room.
But it was a date. And it was one of those dates where it's like, all right, no one wants to fuck me, no one wants to fuck you. We'll see if it works out. So we go on this date, right? And she's talking about Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, okay, cool, blah blah blah. Lord of the Rings, all right, awesome. She's into nerdy stuff. And then I bring up Dragon Ball Z, and she's like, that show fucking sucks. So as soon as she shat on Dragon Ball Z, I was like, oh,
Game over.
game on.
And
No,
she
game
was-
on.
You game on to
Game
that?
on. No, not in a good way. I was like, so I
Oh,
started.
bitch,
fucking-
I'm going to learn you the fucking
Yeah,
ways of
exactly.
fucking
So
Kakarot.
the
teach you.
whole date became like a weird passive aggressive of shit on the other person's nerdy stuff. Because if she said, I don't like Dragon Ball Z, that's fine.
Wouldn't that
That's
be
okay.
hate sex then?
But it's like, yeah, a little bit. It should have led to that. It really did. But
It should have. It
it
really
should've.
did.
but that was that part. Another really weird one was in high school. I dated this one girl, some Mexican girl, and it's like I wanted to get laid and she wanted to get laid, but we had our personalities didn't match, so we tried to make it work. And we go to the movies, and she's driving. By the way, she's
Of
driving.
course,
to the
you wanted
movies.
shawarma. She wanted tacos.
And she sees some black people, right? And she's like, "Oh, look at those black people! They're a bunch of N-word, 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 N-word,
Jesus.
N-word, all in a row, right?" She's like,
just
"Look at
went
them,
total
blah blah blah
racist.
blah blah," and I'm like sitting there thinking, I'm like, I have black nieces and nephews. I'm like, I don't want to walk home. I'm like, we seriously got to do this whole fucking movie together. And yeah, those are the couple
Dude, I dated
so bad.
I dated this girl, and I took anytime that I would take her to the movies, she would cringe and gag whenever there was an interracial kissing scene in the movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, write that name down. Write the name down. So
so I can avoid
I
or
probably
We gotta-
no,
we gotta
I
talk
don't know why
about
you're
it.
saying it on air, but I just want to know right now. Just please write it down.
I don't even know if you even met her, but I think I dated her for like a summer.
Jesus.
Okay, was it okay? No. You dated her for a whole summer. Was this before, after, or during the movie thing? Was this before, after, or during the summer?
It was during and this
Like
was
midsummer. You started with her at the summer, and then midsummer you took her to this racial kissing.
a
movie.
lot of the movies around like 2014, 2015 had a surprising amount of interracial kissing scenes.
I just call that porn.
But no, and it was like I couldn't think of anywhere else to take her because it's Janesville and we were too young to go to the bars.
Did you try a Klan rally? Apparently.
So I read the name.
She made a couple suggestions, but I didn't think I didn't have a good bathrobe.
I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say the name, but it's one of those names where the parents are like, I want the child to be so unique, and they fuck up their name so bad.
And then put Ann
And then
in the
they
middle
become
name.
into the biggest piece of shit. So an example I'll use
Oh,
that isn't this
Karen.
name. Like not even
Yeah,
no,
would it
because
be?
Karen's a regular name. Like
Well, you can
Absidy.
fuck it up. Oh,
Okay, Absidy. Do you know
Yeah.
how to spell Absidy?
Not a clue.
No.
ABCDE. ABCDE. That's how you spell
Absidy?
Absidy. Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
people are like, that's so unique, and it's like, no, you're
No,
fucking.
not really.
Or like
That's-
Ashley, but like ASH, like EIGHLY, like where they,
Oh,
you know,
LEIGH, yeah.
ASGHILEIGH, something like that.
Yeah. It's
EIEIO,
fuck weird.
yeah.
I'm trying to be a
Yeah.
unique parent and
Yeah.
fuck my kid's name
Yeah.
up, but then it fucks them up.
Yeah, and then they're wondering why their name is Dallas on stage.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally like the cash me outside.
I mean,
girl.
her first name what could be a stripper name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carly with a K.
Mercedes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I should name. You think if you named your kid like a stripper name, like Diamond, they'd like become a stripper, and then their stripper name's like Brittany?
I'm fucked. I'm fucked with my daughter's name. It's either going to be on stage or at a fucking commune with fucking hippy dippy bullshit. You need to water the tomato plants with organic water.
She's going to move to Utah then. There you go.
No. Gary's saying this shit. Describe what you're wearing. Your rainbow tie-dye shirt that says "Be kind" on it with a little
Fuck yeah,
sun on
dude!
it.
I had to.
You're talking shit about
I had to. I'm not talking shit.
Welcome,
I'm just
brother.
saying I have a fucking daughter who can go left or right
Yeah,
either way.
left. Oh, okay.
Literally in this
There's no in
country,
between.
left
There's
or
no
right.
in
There's
between.
no in between.
No, there's
There
not.
isn't anymore.
She's gonna either be on stage paying for college or fucking in a commune getting free college. She's gonna be a Bernie bro or a fucking Trump slut.
There you go. Bernie Bro or Trump slut.
He's got a mind
Gary
of his own.
2020. That was good.
Hammer
I
2020.
actually
Fuck off.
wonder how they're hiding his trip to the strip clubs later now.
Whom?
Trump.
Or Bernie?
He's still going.
You know Bernie's still going too.
Good. I mean, of course he's progressive. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
has
about
to.
him
He's got a fucking
I'm talking about
shared
Trump.
economy.
I'm talking about Trump though. How are they hiding his trip to the strip club? You know, he's still
Just
going.
like they hid
Does he
Obama's
need
trips
a
to the
strip
golf
club?
course.
No, I don't even think Trump needs a strip club. You think Trump needs to jerk off and stage in front of some girls? I bet he could just have like 12 hookers just go to the White House. That's probably what he does.
He just
Like the
goes,
good old days, like the '60s again.
"Hello,
Yeah.
Mr. President Clinton. I need your fine black book."
By the way, I'm calling out every cheap goddamn cocksucking motherfucker that goes to a strip club and sits at the tables away from the stage and stares at the titty. Be a man. Sit
Get your ass up there.
Sit up by the stage and give them the dollars they're earning. Don't be a fucking cuck and sit back at the table.
So if you're willing
Okay,
to pay
but-
for the drinks, you can at least
Gary,
afford to go
Gary,
ahead
are you
and get
that
some
guy?
tips.
Gary, look me in the eye.
I just don't want to get in
Dude,
trouble
I'm
with the
not even
missus.
that guy.
Oh,
for Christ's
okay.
sake.
Okay, but like my
Okay.
first time at a strip club, I didn't know the fucking etiquette. Like, are you supposed to just sit there and look at the
Oh, my
titties?
fucking
I was sitting
God.
there right up next to the stage, and like I was just staring at her titties, kind of in a daze because we pre-gamed, and she's spinning around the pole, and then she does this fancy move where she falls all the way down, and then she and I just make eye contact.
Oh, she does the
and
clap
I'm-
drop.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And she and I make eye contact, and I'm just like staring fucking blank face, and I'm like, what do I do when she looks at me?
I know, right?
And like she just does this awkward like hi, and she fucking waves, and I'm like, oh, she waved at me.
I'm special. She likes me. She likes me. I'm not like the rest of them. She actually likes me.
I'm in love with the stripper.
Hey, my uncle married one, so
I look like the kid who got
That's very
driven
wrong.
to the fucking strip club on the short bus.
I love
Honestly, Ralph Wiggins goes to the strip bar. That's you. In a nutshell, dude. I'm sorry. I'm in there. Wow.
I'll tell you what, strippers love like the innocent guy. Because I go there and I act just like myself, and I'm like, you have a nice ass. Can I say you have a nice ass? Because it's disrespectful. Like, if you're the innocent guy, that's the favorite guy for the stripper.
Or the guy that sits on their hands while they're giving him a lap dance out of respect. I just don't trust myself right now.
I don't
sorry.
trust. No, yeah. You're
We're
like,
on
what are
the
the
duct tape.
rules? Like, what do I do with the hands?
Well, I mean, yeah, like my first.
That's what would be the girl going to
Yes.
them because like we get to actually.
You'd be like, I don't
Yeah,
want
great. It's
you.
so much
I
fun.
fucking hate you guys because you fucking
It's
girls
so
go
much
up and you're like,
fun.
okay, I can figure
And I
this
just like
bitch
going.
on
I like
stage.
going when I'm with somebody because it's like I
like
know
with
I can
somebody
turn
as a
him
dude
on.
or with somebody
No,
in
like
a group.
no, actually, the only time I've ever gone is like when I'm in a relationship.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's like total great for, and I've always
It's
thought like
great
okay,
foreplay.
It is.
I love this. I love
It
this
is good.
take.
It's
What?
good.
What?
It is good. So I'm like, okay. So I go up to her. I'm like, let's really turn my boyfriend on. And so like we can have. They will like seriously like kiss your neck then and everything like that.
All right. So it's a mutual.
Your no,
Yeah,
they will
I
kiss
love
your
you,
neck.
honestly.
They will kiss
It's
your
So
neck.
you're getting turned on while he's voyeurisming turn on.
Yeah, and then you look at him like, oh baby, we're going home. We're going back to the hotel. This is gonna be some freaky shit going on. Like
Yep,
it's actually
we're having
it is.
fun.
It's great. Like
like
I was really
condos,
surprised. I've only like gone twice, and I never really like
That shows.
thought about it because I was like, okay. I was like, okay, you know, I don't care if the person I'm with goes with their friends or buddies, you know, because I'm cool like that. I don't want to be that chick. But I'm like, okay, but if you come back, you're not gonna be able to touch me. But then I go with him. I'm like, oh no, fuck, this is awesome. This is fun. Like, and actually, I have more fun just like talking to strippers on the side.
Me
Ladies-
too.
Like it's,
No,
it's a
I do
great
too.
time. Like, it's a
ladies,
great
if you're
time.
listening right now, ladies, take your first date to the strip bars.
Yep,
to see,
yep.
Oh, that he's gonna think
especially
you're
if
a
you're
goddess. He's gonna think you're a fucking
Yeah,
goddess.
there you
like,
go.
That you can play his heart like a fucking string. So, But no, it's just really fun.
Hints?
It's totally not what I expected.
And now with your next segment, hints for Karens. Tara.
Hints for Karen.
Can you imagine being at a strip club being like, I want to talk to the manager?
I almost like got in trouble at a strip club my first time, right? And of course, like the guys know all the rules, but I didn't know the rules.
I don't know all the rules.
So like,
that was a bouncer,
and I thought I got in trouble. So I actually thought the manager was coming to talk to me. So the other couple we were with, the girl was on stage with like the stripper. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so much fun! Like I want to slap her ass. So I slapped her ass. I could always tell she was cool with it before that because I actually burned my boob on a curling iron. She's like, no, honey, it just. Cause I was already self conscious. Took my shirt off. Well, not. My shirt off, but I had on my tank top.
Anyway.
So she made me feel like I'm one of her friends. And all of a sudden the guys just freaked. I'm like, oh my God, you can't do that. I'm like, so I like legitimately thought that I was in trouble. All of a sudden, like about 20 minutes later, the manager starts walking towards me. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, you think you're going to the fucking principal's office.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting kicked out. Like, oh my God. Like I was like genuinely scared.
And the first things that come out of his mouth is $12 an hour.
No, actually, we know you like to be spanked. So there you go. So actually, no, he was like, come with me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to, it's like going to the principal's office. Like my first time here and I'm already kicked out. Like what the fuck did I do wrong? And it was actually just because he wanted to show me and the other chick we were with, because this is back when I actually had cigarettes every now and then, like where to go smoke comfortably so guys wouldn't harass us.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm like...
Oh, so he was trying to protect you?
Yes. So we were actually getting protected in a strip club.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe you are trying to recruit me? I'm like the chubby chick that nobody wants to like actually tip.
Okay,
but
okay.
Hey.
To correct something earlier where it's like you should go to a strip club with a group or a female friend, you need to. You do not want to be a single only guy in a strip club ever.
Well,
that's how I ended up running into my neighbor at a strip club.
That's how I got kicked out in my senior year.
You don't want to be that guy
First strip club I get into.
Oh, what was it called downtown where it's 18 and over?
Oh, God, Screaming Mimi's?
Well, yeah, that was the one downtown.
The
Remember,
one that
like,
got busted for being a prostitution ring,
yeah,
too?
well, who knew?
That fucking commercial. Anyone remember the commercial?
No.
It was like a high-pitched scream that you'd wake up to at like 3 in the morning because you fell asleep
I remember.
with the TV on. It was.
And I was with somebody then, and he went and he actually felt guilty for being there. I'm like, why? Like, I should give permission. Like, don't feel guilty.
I was actually DDing for my brother who was home on leave, and he takes me to the Vegas Club. And I didn't realize that some of the girls in my senior year were, working there. And I get kicked out immediately because I went, shit, $10 cover charge. If I would have known it was that cheap to see their tits, I would have paid up front in high school.
And I actually had to touch them at the same time. So there you go.
One of them actually was turned on by that because of the humor. The other one got me kicked out. Lisa, here's to you.
There you go.
Don't mind fucking name dropping on that one.
Have you ever been to a... Okay, so I went to a strip club alone one time. And the thing I'll do is... it was a time I was experimenting...
How awkward were you?
Extraordinary. Oh, my God. Over the fucking top.
Really?
So, look at this little comedy notebook I have here. So I went through a time where I'm like, I'm just going to write my notebook in random places, just see what happens. So I go to different restaurants. I'm like, fuck it. I'll go to the strip club alone and see what fucking jokes I can write at a strip club. One, I look like a fucking psychopath.
Especially writing notes.
Writing notes.
Alone at a bar.
All right, so first off, I'm fucked up because I'm alone. 2, I'm fucked off because I'm like looking up at titties and then writing in a book.
Because you were drawing them. Face it, dude, you were drawing them.
I don't know.
You were not
man.
writing them, you were drawing
It just
the
felt
titties.
weird.
Let's be honest.
And the third thing that was weird.
Richard's version of Titanic. Him drunk at a bar.
But you look so graceful. You're
There's
like
so much motion.
You're like
There's
improvising. It's not the pole. It's like a beautiful little couch.
Draw me.
That makes it a high class place then. Then it's like high class.
That's such a terrible tactic for drawing, though. There's just so much... There's so much fucking motion blur.
Yeah, no, the thing is, it's why we had these. I had this thing where I did like these drawing battles on Facebook, and the reason why I did it is I'm so bad at drawing. When I try to draw someone, it's insulting.
Yeah.
So that's how that started. So I'm alone, and the third reason it sucks
Because then
was
it's
because
just art. Technically, if you're drawing in there stuff, then it's art.
yeah,
Then it's
technically,
Technically. But in this
art.
case,
if you're in a strip club and there's more strippers than patrons, fucking leave. Because they will all try to fucking get a lap dance. They will all hunt you down. And I was in a mood where I'm like, don't talk to me. I want to write a notebook.
I want to draw you.
And they all was doing their fucking stripper pitch. But like they were bad. They were like complaining. They're like, oh fuck, I got a kid at home and I'm tired and it's been 8 hours. And I'm like, you are not hot at all. You are killing the buzz so bad.
I
It was
remember
the worst experience I've had at a strip
So they
club.
actually tried to get the pity tips then?
They tried getting pity tips.
With their pity
with
tits.
pity tips. Yeah.
Pity titty tips.
Pity tips. Pity tips.
This almost reminds me of when Dave snuck me out to a strip bar with his wife, and the only one with a decent set of mammary glands was a short, chubby little girl named Smalls.
I love Smalls. I love Smalls.
You know who
She
Smalls
was one of
is.
my first. She was so nice. That was her angle. She was so nice because she was like shorter and she was wholesome, but
Because
like
us chubby chicks all about our personality.
yeah,
Why?
but I was like,
We
I've
make
never-
you think you were your friend.
she gave me all the tips.
I knew he knew her.
No, I love Smalls. Oh, she's beautiful. But the critique with Smalls is I did a lap dance and she wouldn't shut up, and I'm like, I'm gonna pay you
That's why I can't be a stripper.
$25 to talk to me for 3 minutes. Right?
I don't care what you're saying. I just want to see them titties.
Yeah, that's
Show me your genitals.
We're
your
talking out there. That's
genitalia.
fine. We can talk out there, and I'll feed you the doll. But I'm not paying $25 for 3 minutes to hear about your fucking petunia garden. I don't give a shit.
Stripper with
I mean,
petunia
your
Stripper
fucking
would
titties
actually
in my
talk during his blowjob,
dude,
too.
and it's funny because no, exactly, like fucking talking with food in
Sounds
your
like
mouth.
she's fucking Scooby Doo.
I
the
should try
funny part
to
is-
put teeth in the middle of it.
We're going to hell.
I got another lap dance. I got another lap dance, and she was giving some
Actually,
other.
the only time you gave me to shut up was with a dick in my mouth.
Note to self, folks. You were saying the second you took more than one lap dance from her.
No.
okay.
That was one. But I got another lap dance from a professional stripper that didn't talk the whole time, and she was in the next booth, and she didn't shut the fuck up in the next
You
booth
can
either.
hear Smalls in the next
I
booth.
heard her in the next booth, and I'm like, that guy is not having a good time right now.
How do you fucking chuckle while getting a lap dance? This is how.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. There was one because I laugh when I'm in a good mood. So this one stripper was giving me a lap dance, and I gave out like a chuckle because I was so happy about it. And then she got all self-conscious. She's like, "Am I doing something weird?" I'm like, "No."
No. I just chuckle when I'm happy.
I just chuckle.
All the blood flow. That's me. That's the sound of me losing 40 IQ points.
Yeah,
You're doing well.
exactly.
Yes,
You're doing
yes.
very well.
That's me
You're doing
shutting
good.
down.
That's the blood
Like,
flowing
oh,
from
you're so
one
pretty.
head to another.
Yeah, that's the sound of it. Yep, going from my top head to the bottom. That's what it sounds like.
I really wish you guys were a part of the network when we had Dennis Hoff on.
Oh, Dennis Off.
Dennis Hoff, the owner of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch and the Bunny Girls.
Ooh,
That
Yeah.
is
nice,
such a strip
nice.
club.
The late Dennis Hoff.
You didn't even
excuse
have
me.
to tell me.
Yeah, the late Dennis Hoff. The only man in American history to die and then win an election.
No shit, really?
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, he won the
Like mayor or something? Or senator?
like governor of Nevada.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
Well, that explains it.
He died and then won the election. It was like
It was like Weekend at Bernie's after that.
yeah, weekend at
They
Bernie's
drug
at
the
fucking
body
the
out like
Bunny
you're
Ranch.
fucking
Yep.
serving, bitch. You're
Yep.
serving. This ain't over yet.
So we were talking about bad dates, Dalton.
I have a great day about taking. No, I did do a first date to a strip club. Thank you for bringing. It was actually Club 5.
The look on her face.
No, it was
folks.
no, I'm sorry. It wasn't a strip
Donate
club.
your Patreon
I'm sorry. It wasn't a
dollars.
strip club. It was actually. So it was the first date, and I totally went to a gay bar. I went to a gay bar just for fun, and I was.
I'm not the only one who does it. Then.
I
Okay.
was having more fun talking to the transgenders there and everything like that. So I was just about to go to Vegas, and they're like giving me tips about doing my makeup and doing the wigs and stuff like that. So technically, I at least did something close to going to a strip club for a first date.
Okay.
You know, and
So
then
wait. You took a first date to a gay bar?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
We
I'm
actually
listening.
did that. We actually did that.
Oh, sorry.
I
Was this a
totally forgot.
heterosexual date or?
Yes,
okay.
of course. No, I'm heterosexual, so I don't know how we ended up there, but we just did.
Because you kissed a stripper.
No, actually, no, I did not.
Okay, like you had a stripper kiss on your neck.
No, this was actually way before that.
Okay, good.
So no, like just I guess being progressive, we're in Madison, blah blah blah.
Yeah, of
and
course.
actually, I was so not into the guy. I'm like, I had more fun having my girl moments with my new friends there.
Okay.
And so he got kind of left out. And got
I'm
offended
actually
by that.
Henry's actually talking to a transvestite, transsexual, whatever you want to say, LGBTQ plus, about his wig, his hairpiece. He needs hairstyling.
Oh yeah, no,
tips.
I can't remember like all the details, but she was like, "Oh my god," and she was so beautiful, and like we were just talking, and she's giving me like tips on how to do my makeup. They're going to Vegas because I like she was giving me compliments on the wig or anything like that. So needless to say, I totally like neglected my date because I was having so much fun with everybody else.
Sounds like the show.
Man, that reminds me of a date I had that was so boring. I was watching UFC more than the date. 'Cause they had UFC on. It was Jake Shields versus Husamar Palahara. It was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
It was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
But it didn't even have to be a bad date for that
I
to
gouged
happen.
Jake Shields. It was awesome. Fuck that date. I'm like peering because we're outside in the smoking section. I'm like peering through the window and like can barely see the TV, and she's talking.
You were definitely what was it that Dalton coined the phrase of with listening? Active listening.
I was active listening.
Active listening.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's good. Yep. Every now and then.
Okay.
Yep.
Petunias.
But I can't respond to the conversation when I'm doing that.
Big old ope.
But my worst date was probably around the beginning of my online dating endeavors.
Yep.
I was on
which app?
Meet Me.
Oh, Meet Me.
Okay.
Meet Me. This was like the.
I was of the Yahoo dating era.
Oh boy.
Oh God. That's how I met
like-
my first actually out of state date.
So what was it like during World War II? I don't know.
Goddamn millennials.
Actually, it was AOL. I met the guy in AOL.
Oh, you
That's
did?
how far back it was. AOL.
Shit,
Dial-up.
Robert Luigi
Yeah.
Parr has a great dating story from AOL.
Oh no!
But
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on for that story
again.
But so I met this girl on Meet Me, and this was like after Richard and I had just moved to Madison, and I was like, all about. I was interested in dating college girls, but so I ended up meeting this girl on Meet Me. She had like a super cute face, cool tattoos. We were into all the same shit. We were talking for a while, and we made plans to go and do dinner and a movie.
Okay.
Up in Sun Prairie because they had the Marcus Palace, the fucking theaters with the comfy seats.
Okay.
The high class one.
But so it was around when it was on our first date where I just I started getting hit with red flags. It was like you're watching a skier go down a fucking professional slope where they have the barriers.
Yeah.
This skier was hitting all of the flags, legs divided, hitting those flags with their balls. That was essentially what was happening to me throughout that.
And then she
entire
ran
day.
into the snow barrier.
She should have
like,
pizza.
totally
Yeah,
off
she
course.
French fried.
Pizza, French fries, pizza,
French fry. But so
I was tracking with Richard.
We're on the same page.
it was
We've all
like
seen
four.
we've all watched South Park.
We have.
That's
Have
how
we?
I learned to ski.
That's a real thing.
I learned how to ski through Camp Laszlo. But
Ski
fucking-
Academy.
Okay, all right.
I'm a boomer. Fuck off.
I'd have to
I'll
get
admit it.
special skis for my shoe size.
Yeah, they don't make Bigfoot boots yet.
Cool. I'm glad that I have an excuse to get out of everything. I was able to get out of roller skating in middle school when I
Oh my God,
outgrew
those
all
were
of
the
their
days.
sizes. But I'm just uncoordinated, man. I don't do the sports. But so I think I was hit with like 4 red flags the second that I pulled up to her house. I found out that she lived with her grandma. I found out that she didn't have a job, no car, and she did not show enough of her on her pictures.
Oh, so she MySpaced you. She did a MySpace fucking profile picture.
Yeah, like she
Okay.
professionally had all of her pictures
Was
showing
it
at
a glamour
good
shots?
angle.
Was it a glamour
No,
shots?
it was proper editing. It was the rule of thirds. Keep what you don't want to be seen out of the thirds,
And there was a lot not to be seen.
including her damaged psyche.
But like, so I'm pulling up and I'm calling her like, "Hey, I'm outside your house. Where are you?" And like, I'm looking around and like, there are some people doing some moving in and out of a house. There are kids on a bike, and there's this big girl sitting outside of the house.
No,
And I'm like,
strike one on the phone.
and I'm like,
By the
I'm
way,
like-
you're all about body positivity, anyways.
Yes.
she just wasn't my type,
That's
man.
a disclaimer.
But
Exactly, I know.
so I'm on the phone with
She
her.
came
and
in
I'm
like a wrecking ball, and he was out like one.
And she was the wrecking ball, actually.
Yes.
She came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. No fat chicks. The bottom will scrape.
But so I'm on the phone with
Hey,
her.
body positivity. I'm all about body positivity too. That's why I fat shame. Mm-hmm. I want you to be healthy.
No, yeah.
But
I actually heard from
Go
the
ahead.
guys that were the best in bed anyway, so there you
Yeah,
go.
I'll pass on that one.
So I was on.
Are you like, whatever, I take pride in that.
Take pride in fucking dudes. No one else here does.
No. I
No
don't
one
take
fucks
pride
dudes
in
like
the
I
fucking
do.
dudes.
You fucking you bunch of pussies. No one sucks dick like me.
Real men do men.
Real men suck dick. What's up?
No, by no means is that.
And I'm talking.
I'm a good girl now.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking thick, chunky. I'm talking like yikes.
Like 600-pound.
You're pushing well over 320.
I feel like the main issue wasn't the size; it was the deceit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, I'm going to trick you.
Possibly.
That's why I automatically put.
Did she? Okay.
I'm going to
a
trick
body
you.
prick
Not
on
only
my
trick
profile
you,
sites.
but test the shocks on your car.
On a scale of Violet Beauregard, scale. I see
What's
what
your
I did there.
elephant scale?
Pretty fucking smart.
Okay. On a scale of Violet Beauregard to Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, where did she fit?
Google the height of.
I got Richard.
Middle of a drink.
Google the height of
dirty.
Peppa Pig, which is about 11 feet tall. You've got this girl. But anyway, so we're not even in the.
Anyway, Dalton, after 30 minutes of interrupting you, where were you going with this?
We're not even in the car yet, my dude. This is a long story.
Right,
Oh, so the bottom did scrape.
We're not even off the phone yet, dude. So we're talking, and I'm like, I'm looking around. I don't see you, and she's like, well, what kind of car are you in?
Well, did you have your CDL license at this point, so you can like operate the heavy machinery? You
I
had
did.
to?
Oh my
I
God.
did have a forklift license.
Fuck you for fucking
Oh
me,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ!
I was going to yell at you for interrupting, but that was fucking good. Holy shit.
I did
I'm
have.
so going to hell. No, I'm all about body positivity. I'm seriously.
Positivity.
Well,
I have
it's
to
just
say
so
that. I have
it's
to say
so.
this. I am a girl.
Let's
I
give
am a
Dalton
girl.
a solid 3 minutes to tell the story. Can we do that? Just 3 minutes.
Like it is convenient that I did happen to have a license to operate heavy machinery at that time. But
So you're perfectly qualified.
But so she asks me, what kind of car are you in? And I tell her the name. I tell her what kind of car, and the big girl starts walking up, and I'm like under my breath, oh fuck.
The theme from Madagascar starts pulling up. I like 'em big.
I bet you were driving.
I like 'em chunky.
I bet you. It was a Geo Metro you were driving. You got extra scared.
I had just gotten the shocks replaced on this car. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. So she opens the door, gets in the car, and this is the very first time in my fat kid life that I lost at a game of teeter-totter. But so, like, I'm like, okay, I'm a cool dude.
No.
I'm not attracted to her, but she's cool. I can at least be her friend,
Maybe.
you know? And
Well, she's got to have hot friends, right? Right.
they all hang out at her grandma's house.
Exactly.
But so we drive to the date, and she decided on this mac and cheese place right across from the movie theater. I won't give the name because I'm not allowed to go there ever again.
Was it a buffet?
No.
Was it a
There
mac
is a
and
buffet near that one.
asking for a 5-year-old? Is there a mac and cheese buffet?
I don't remember the fucking commercials. I know that there was a pizza commercial that would show a pizza buffet.
No,
and one of
no.
their-
Back to the date.
Anyways, okay.
But so we get to the restaurant, and this is my first and last time ever being at that restaurant. So we get up there, and it's like you go up to the front counter, order, go sit down, and they'll bring the food out to you. And so I'm like, okay, you go ahead and order first. I'm going to need a minute just to figure out what I wanted. And she does this thing where she walks ahead of me, gets face-to-face with the cashier, looks back at me, looks at the cashier, and she does a fucking double step back behind me. And I'm like,
What the fuck was that move?
what the fuck was that move? And so I was like, okay, benefit of the doubt. Maybe she needs a minute to decide. I pick something random, and I go up there, and I order it. And I don't even get past the size of my drink before she runs up next to me and goes, and I'll have the triple cheese mac and cheese, please.
She do audiobooks?
She butt fucked her way onto my bill. There was no discussion beforehand. Yeah. Like I don't mind paying for my date's bill as long as like we have the
good
discussion.
etiquette. The first one
yeah,
usually
a
I
little
pay.
It is. But I
No,
don't like.
I'm all about helping pay after that. But like you're like.
My idea is
like
if
the
I
first date, the guy should pay.
I think if I invite you to dinner, I expect to pay for the whole thing.
Equal opportunity. Whoever asks for the date pays for the date.
Yeah.
Unless the agreement slides otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, okay, so I believe in 50-50.
It's progressive. Women can ask for guys for dates.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
happened. I
totally,
believe in
totally.
50-50, but 50-50 is actually 60-70, 40-30.
And the
That's
nice
really
girls
what it is.
actually
That's
at least
really-
offer to help pay for one drink or the tip.
Well, this girl wasn't a nice
No.
girl.
And she didn't want just the tip. She wanted all of it.
Yeah.
And she wanted some sausage.
I like
And
how
biscuits
she not
after
only
that.
does she trick you into picking her up, she tricked you into buying the whole thing.
Yeah, like, and I had to drive from Madison to Sun Prairie. Like, it was a lot out of pocket for this big bitch. But
gas mileage alone, Jesus.
Gas mileage alone,
and then the hauling fees.
Oh, I just drove an hour for a bad
Did you
day.
have
We'll
the
get into
proper license?
Dude, I would have scheduled a fucking 2 minute in a truck appointment in order to get her in my car.
Oh my God.
that. Like a lifted truck appointment? The extra heavy duty shop?
A very, very specific
If it was a
lifter
truck-
She puts the
company.
lift in
Holy
lift.
cow, here comes Gravedigger over the horizon.
No, at least with a truck, you have the flatbed for extra comfort. So.
This was a small family
I used the
SUV.
flatbed for fucking camping, not banging out. Gee,
I'm
well,
going to hell. I'm
not
so
banging
going to
that
hell.
kind of shit out.
So what's going through your head when she does the shuffle?
So when she does this, I'm like, okay, I'll pay for it. I'm not going to make a scene, you know. I don't mind splitting, I don't mind paying the whole bill on the first date as long as we kind of have like a discussion about it first.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah. No, but she totally fucking cockblocked you on the payment.
yeah.
That's
And
fucked up.
it was at this point, like everything up before that, I was like, yeah, I can be your friend. I mean, she's cool.
Not now.
At this point, I'm hatching a plan. So we sit down and we're just waiting for our food, and she's talking about her life or some bullshit. Meanwhile, I've got my phone under the table and I'm texting one of my buddies, and I actually brought up the conversation. So I sent to him, dude, I need you to get me out of a date. I'll explain later, but can you call me in like 20 minutes?
Wish I would have had that.
He goes, sure. And then I go, I owe you one. Just call me with an emergency. And then he goes, oh, I got a good one. And I go, fucking big dick. And I look up, and I see our food is already there. And she's sitting on top of the table like a fucking hyena going after a dead gazelle.
Okay, so she's dependopotamus.
It's half gone.
dependopotamus.
It's half gone. And I go,
Holy shit.
make it 10 minutes. And then he texts me, call soon. And I go,
Please.
wait, I'm hungry.
Not only is he bringing a fat
said
girl on
priorities.
he has priorities too as a fat kid.
I paid for the food. I'm going to fucking eat it.
I'm gonna enjoy this shit, yo.
But, like, watching the way that she's macking on that mac and cheese, it makes me think that I don't want her macking on my cheese. I only eat about a quarter of my food.
I was gonna say you got fucking either like toddler defensive for food, or you're just like, no, bitch, here.
Oh, it's like she was handed big portions and she's used to big portions.
Obviously.
It wouldn't have surprised me if I looked away another second, she would have had her spoon in my plate.
Oh.
But
So how was the rest of the date with Rotundra?
so she it was just so de-appetizing. I couldn't eat all of my food, and finally my friend calls me and he gives like this big I didn't have to put him on speakerphone, but she could hear him.
Yeah.
Like he was like, dude, you got to come into work right now. And I'm like, what? I'm off today. And he goes, no, Jerry is fucking pissed off. And he's like, where the fuck is Dalton? Dude, I'm thinking you're going to get fired. Like, he's like, you've been missing so much work that you got to come in here right now, dude. And I'm just sitting there, wide eyes, like fucking
You're
trying
putting on the play.
I'm
Got it.
going for the Oscar
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
one. And I'm making a scene. Like, I'm being loud, and like she's slumping her shoulders, like getting really uncomfortable. And I get off the phone with him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we gotta go now. Mm-hmm. And so I get out of the movie, and or I get out of having to take her to a movie, and we start driving back, and I am making this the most uncomfortable car ride she has ever had. Like, I'm banging on the steering wheel, shouting, oh, I didn't think that I had to work today. And, like, I'm getting emotional, and, like, I know how to make it sound like I'm on the verge of crying, and I made that shit. And, like, she's just sitting there, like, head against the window, like, trying not to make eye contact. And finally we get back into her neighborhood, and I'm like, I'm calming down. Like, I'm just like, shit, I'm so sorry. I was really excited for this date. I understand if you
no.
never want to see me again.
Oh no.
And then she goes, it's okay. This isn't the worst date I've ever had. My ex-boyfriend once canceled on my birthday so that he could go and smoke crack.
That says a lot.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
at least you didn't have to set the bar high.
I had to hold back a laugh, and I was like, fucking red checkered flag right there. I'm at the finish, like, nope, Cancel. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. But
Go
so
back to Graham.
go back to fucking Graham.
How many times do you think that's? I know your perspective is you're like, oh fuck, I get out of here. But how many times has she done to other dudes what she did to you, and like trick them into a date where they have to like, oh no, I got a phone call.
Well, she just wants her free meal, obviously.
Well, apparently she did it so bad that her boyfriend canceled a date with her on her birthday to
For
smoke
crack. Crack is fairly tempting.
Apparently, crack is better than this
That's
chick.
bad.
Yeah. Crack's a pretty high bar.
I don't know, crack versus gravy. Maybe.
People will
I don't know.
ruin their lives for crack.
Did you ever ruin your life for a pork chop, Joe Rogan?
No, but have you ever tried DMT?
So you had another bad date, Terry. You were saying.
Oh,
I apologize.
my God.
Dalton.
It was
Dalton.
fucking
Before we go
horrible.
down this rabbit hole,
No,
I
that was the
apologize
end of the
for
story.
just jumping all over your conversation. Richard's got to make Tinky. He's doing the. He's going to be
I'll
in the
wait
back.
till he gets
Tinky
back
Poo.
because
No,
this
he's
is like
he's
a
gonna
full
he's
out,
gonna
the
no
police
no.
would have
Does
probably
he
showed
take his
up
phone
type
with
date.
him? That's the question. Does he take his phone with him to say, "Dude, you got to help me. I'm on this really horrible show. Call me at 10." To be concluded, folks.
Welcome to BHN.
Okay.
He's taking the phone. He's like, "That's not a bad idea."
No, I'll wait.
Or he's
It
gonna
was
take
like
a dick
legit.
selfie.
It was like one of those dates. I'm surprised. Like the cops possibly would have been called.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Like we're talking.
So, guys,
full-blown-
if you do like what you are hearing and you're hearing what you like, click the heart icon, smash the like button, subscribe to this bullshit, share the virus that is inside of you. Ha! I made a COVID reference. Spit in a cup and give it to your neighbor. Fuck. Well, hey, fuck it. You know,
Man, fucking
Spit in
dating
that cup,
sucks.
shit in that cup.
I'm
I
glad.
either like being single or being in a relationship because honestly, dating fucking sucks.
I'm just glad I got a side chick. That's all I gotta say.
No, I've actually come to a conclusion. This is really horrible. I never do it. I would actually be the perfect mistress
How so?
for like
you have
for
my
a
attention.
richer guy. For a richer guy.
For a witcher guy. Got it.
Richer guy.
Oh,
So,
richer.
number one,
richer guy.
richer guy.
No, for a Richard guy.
Like, and I
a
would
Richard,
make. I would
a
make
Richard
like the
guy
perfect,
or a witcher guy.
but
maybe both.
I mean, a witcher
both.
because he's a witcher
So-
guy and he's a he's
I've come to,
definitely
though I
a
never
Richard.
do this. I would
Okay.
never do this. I would never be a homewrecker. I would never be that chick.
What is a
Like,
whole mecker?
ever. No,
Home wrecker. Home wrecker.
But especially to be, I would love to be like a mafia mistress. You know,
Okay,
like the
okay.
side chick or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's high class because it's a fucking mafia.
So now that Richard's
So-
back, well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know right now it's 56 minutes. In about an hour and 6 minutes, if he gets a phone call saying he's got to leave. Bat.
Oh boy. Oh fuck! I have to work. Oh no!
That just sounds like a murder scene at this point. Like,
Welcome to Bad Habits
just on the
Network. Have you
word.
listened to these shows?
Oh no!
we need to make our first sacrifice. So,
Oh boy!
and I'm not a virgin. Nor am I blonde anymore. So, okay. First of all,
Okay,
first
moving
thing
on.
First, I determined I would never do this. That I would make like the perfect fucking mistress. I don't expect you to leave your wife. I only want to see you on the weekends. I don't want to get married. So I'm like, I'm literally not gonna be one of those chicks like, oh,
As
yeah,
long
with,
as long as
Really?
he's a sugar
No,
daddy.
no. Because she sounds like every fucking girl I talk to is like, I don't want a relationship.
No, I
at
don't want a
all.
relationship.
when you
I
s-
just,
and then
I
you
don't want to be
fucking-
married someday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but then Richard gets it wet and they want to date him.
And then and then they am knocking on my fucking door, and they're like, "What are we?"
What are we?
There's just something
No.
about his rolling over apartment bills that make them just want him to pay for every single meal for the rest of their
I
lives.
thought it was a stroke game. Half whole.
I
Half
know.
whole.
I couldn't do it. Eventually, I might as well get in a relationship again. So okay, so
Yeah, speaking of getting
Horrible.
into relationships, how did you avoid this
Trying.
one?
like I do the internet dating thing because
Okay.
that's really the only
Gra-
ways tend to meet people these days.
Okay.
And so legit, I get there.
I don't even know the dating.
Not like
apps
I walk
anymore.
in and like he's already bragged to everybody about me being there. Like I have this gorgeous girl, she's showing up, blah blah blah. So automatically it's like, okay, everybody knows about me, that's great. So we're like talking and stuff like that. And I'm always talking about himself and how much he tips. Like, oh my god, you know, everyone's I'm such a nice guy, and like I tip like these $20 bills all the time, blah blah blah. Ask anybody. But literally throughout the day, he was legit about ready to pick fights.
Okay, so
On the first date.
he's an alpha beta.
So I'm like, what the fuck? Number one, like I was trying to be nice. Like I was trying to do, okay, looks aren't everything type thing.
Okay, so he was a rock muncher.
So, well, he's an Ichabod Crane looking motherfucker. So I'm like, number one, like his pictures were decent. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. Like, and after this, I'm like, nope, never again. I'm gonna be shallow as fuck a little bit. And so, like, we're talking. Number one, he's talking about himself. And then he's, like, claiming how he has, like, brain damage from an accident. But yet he magically came up with, like, this great idea for mechanical engineering, and now the Japanese are using it. So I'm like, okay, that's great, buddy. And then, because he knows the people there, so somebody was talking to this one girl, he's like, I bought that guy down thinking he was going to have to start something in the middle of that. I'm like, dude, they're just talking, and he's actually obviously knows people there and was helping set up for the band. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he proceeds, and if he was attractive and I was into him, might have let it slide. And then he proceeds, obviously it's first date, you really don't know me, don't have any expectations, and he actually legit said, oh, I just want to get you back to my house, and I want you to put my jersey on, I want to run around the house, I want to throw you down the bed and rip your clothes off. I'm like, okay, slightly inappropriate, but if I'm into you, I'll probably let it slide a little bit. Cool, I'll let it slide, but I'm like, it's inappropriate, I'm obviously not into you. So then it was like totally innocent. Like, this guy comes up to me, and he just, because I have these really cool glasses on, he's like, oh my God, I have awesome glasses. And we're talking about my sunglasses. Didn't ask for my name, wasn't overly comment my looks. The guy legit, as soon as the guy left the seat, he about got up, was going to follow the guy into the bar to beat him up for simply talking to me. Number one, I am not your girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't do the jealousy thing. And you were not cool. And like, it's to the point where he actually had to like walk away and calm himself down. I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag. Like, obviously you're possessive and controlling. And it was the first time, because usually the dates I go on, they're really chill. We can talk. We have a good time, whether or not we're into it or not.
Okay.
So I legit had to, like, and then what's really funny is before that, he's like, even if you're not into me, whatever, just be really nice to me as you leave the bar, because I bragged to everybody about you. Don't make me look like a juice. I'm like, you are doing that on your own. So I'm like, okay, you're threatening to get violent on a first date. Like, who actually, like, legit shows their violent, like, temper side on the first date?
Me? You're pointing at me?
Oh, no, I meant him.
I'm not violent at all.
Fuck, I gotta call into work.
I'm a fucking teddy bear.
Could be violent.
I'm not violent.
So I'm like, okay, like I'm like, okay, that's not cool, dude. Like, you're threatening this guy. Like, even if he was talking to me and like overtly like flirting with me, like, I'm not your girlfriend. And I'm like, you're obviously trying to claim me, and I'm not even close to being yours, because the machismo thing would have been cool if I was like actually into him and stuff. I would have like calmed him down and stay a bit later.
Hey, it's not bad that he's a sociopath. What's bad is he wasn't a hot sociopath.
Yeah.
But no, that's the first time I ever actually walked out on a date. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving. And it is going to make you look like a douche, because you literally bragged to everybody about this date. How you had this really hot chick. She's gorgeous, and she's showing up for this date, and then you proceed to act like that. I'm just like...
It's different. I would say it's definitely different dating as a chick than it is a dude. Because as a dude, I'm never threatened by anyone I date. I never threaten. I never date someone and I'm like, can she beat the shit out of me? Will I let her beat the shit out of me? That is a question. That's a fair question.
Obviously.
But yeah, I'm never like, so a bit I have is pretty much like, to run it down, it's like the difference between guys and girls. It's like if you closed a bar and you went to a dark alley and I closed it and I ran into the Golden Girls, I could beat the fuck out of all the Golden Girls. But if some girl closed the bar down and they ran into 4 old, out-of-shape dudes like the guys from King of the Hill, that's horrifying. It's fucking horrifying.
But no,
so
I'm
there's a
like,
difference
who the
between
fuck
the two.
throws out their big bad like red temper on a first date?
Someone who can't control it, or there are girls who are into that. No, there's girls that are into that.
That are into Kyle's.
Okay, I ran into.
That is true. But
I ran into.
Obviously, I want let alone Ichabod cream with a motherfucker.
A good example of that. I ran into a coked out redheaded stripper the other weekend, and I swear to God, I fell in love.
Never mind.
Some people are attracted to that toxicity and aggressiveness. Some people are.
Dalton?
Hey, I can completely say that I have literally been attacked with a knife by every girlfriend I've ever had.
All right, that's Michael. Bye.
Well, as long as they don't break the skin, it's
That's
fine,
more of a you
right?
problem. That's not like if I had a nickel every time. If I had a nickel every time I got attacked by a knife.
Oh, gotta do that.
Yeah, I've never been with anybody that's actually like gonna pick fights. Like, great.
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I have had that like jealous, possessive nature on a date before, but it was we went to the Taste of Madison, and this dude started coming up, and my date was holding a funnel cake, and he started reaching his hands at the funnel cake, and I literally had to be like hey, whoa, stay the fuck away from the cake, man.
Listen, you can fuck my girl, but you leave my cake
Yeah,
alone.
that's the
Literally,
same thing.
dude.
Do not touch the funnel cake.
You crossed the line. Spent 50 extra cents on that shirt.
That's my golden beauty. The
Oh
funnel
my
cake.
God. Here's a triggered memory I'm just going to share with everybody. I went to the Dells and I got a funnel cake and my mom wouldn't spend the extra 50 cents for the chocolate syrup. I'm like,
Yep,
Mom,
and ice cream.
you needed more topping. You need whipped cream or something. She's like, no, I spent $7 on a funnel cake. I'm like, but Mom, $7.50 is going to make it so much better. So I had to eat a dry funnel cake.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
It's okay. I didn't mean to bring down the mood.
Well, he had to use her. He had to use her beer with a cigarette butt in it as a chaser. He didn't bring that one up.
Look at the funnel cake, everybody. Oh boy.
Shit, man, dating these days. I tell you.
I've had an eventful week, man. Fucking, I've started getting proactive again since like the weather started getting nicer, but I haven't been. I have the habit of going outside because the sun is out, but not checking the weather.
Yeah.
I went out on Tuesday in 90-degree weather for a walk, and I ended up on an 8.5 mile walk. I circled like the west side of Janesville, and
good for you, buddy.
I was having the time of my life, but it was around when I got to halfway through that I was like, man, I should have brought a water bottle, and I should have put on some sunscreen. I was fucking burning up, and my forehead has actually started flaking because of that day.
Oh, shit.
Like, my feet were chafing. I just was not fucking prepared for this walk. And, like, periodically, like, I'd call Richard, like, hey, so I'm at this point. If I don't call back in X amount of time, call the cops. Come and get me. Look around this area.
I'm dropping a pin. I'm going to pass out.
Look around this area. I'm wearing my T-shirt as a turban. I had to stop at
Were you having hallucinations yet? Were you seeing mirages of water?
Oh, I was on my fucking way. I did have that weird, like, like a horror hallway effect where, like, when you're looking down the hallway and it starts to, like, expand.
Oh,
okay. It was around where I started getting close to gas stations where I could go and get water that it started to, like, stretch, and I was just like, oh, fuck, man, this is taking way too long. And, I mean, once I started getting closer to gas stations and getting water, everything was hunky-dory, but I think it was around when I got to about 8.5 miles.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Well, I had to stop, like, a mile away from my house because my legs just would not move any further. And Richard actually had to call me because he had an event happen that... You like, what was it? You hit on a girl and she turned you down?
Just brought the memory
and
back.
It was like he wanted so badly to tell me about this awkward moment that he had, and I was just like heaving on the other end of the phone, and like I had to sit down at the fucking laundromat just so that I could be able to physically listen to what he was saying.
Let me recap this. He calls me. I'm like, thank God Dalton called me. I can talk about how upset I am because I hit on a girl at her job, and it went so fucking awkward. So I'm like, who's the girl with the pretty eyes at X place? And they're like, blah,
you weren't
blah,
single
blah.
at like a strip club at this time, were you?
No.
Okay.
No. But I'm like, who's the pretty girl with the fucking pretty eyes? And they're like, it's blank. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to her a bit, and like this is like day 2 of like hitting on her. So I'm like, I gotta make a move. You know what I mean? You can't. The God of War, the God of love and the God of war hates hesitation. So I'm like, I got to make my move.
So does the God of war.
I go there, and here's a high-risk, high-reward play that I do with girls is I'll ask them out in person, like traditional. I'll be very upfront.
Good for you. Good for
most
you.
dudes will like message them and be like, hey, what are you doing? Blah, like they'll do it through that. And it's worked really well a lot of times because it's a very brave thing to do. So I ask her out in person, and it's like, I talked to one person, I'm like, is blank working? And they're like, yeah, but they make like a scene about it. And then I ask her out, and she's like, I already have a boyfriend. And that was so fucking awkward, and it was so embarrassing, and I go to said establishment all the time. And so I talked to the coworker that like kind of like hooked that up. And I'm like, what the fuck? She has a boyfriend. And she's like, yeah, she has a boyfriend, but it's not really working out right now. And it's like, I'm not that fucking dude.
So you don't want to be in the batter's box.
Dude. Okay, so if I hook up with you or we date or whatever, are you just going to be talking to some other dude waiting to jump to that lily pad? You know what I mean? I don't do that fucking home wrecker shit. And it's easy to find me. I live downtown. I literally post events of comedy shows where I will be at. I cannot afford enemies. You will know me. You will find me. So I'm excited when he calls me. So because I'm like I can vent about my emotional distress right now.
That's
so I
on the
pick
brink
him
of
up
death.
and I'm complaining.
I'm.
Yeah, you're dying, but I don't care about that. Like,
exactly.
So I'm on the phone with Richard. Just
my legs are dying.
Hyperventilating. I'm trying to tell Richard about the eventful day that I'm having, and Richard's trying to tell me about the eventful day that we're having, and we're both so equally distressed over our non-equal experiences that have happened that day, and neither of us wants to listen to the other. So Richard's like, dude, where are you at? I'll come pick you up. And I'm like, dude, I'm at the laundromat.
I've come this far. No, you should just tracked it out. You've come that far.
I mean, I thought about it, but I literally couldn't get out of the bench.
Checking the man card. Look at you.
Ooh.
No, if it was me, I'd be like, I've come this far, fuckers. If I die, I die.
If it was
this is
you,
it.
I mean,
fuck cancer, man. This is what's
done.
going to take me in.
That's good.
I didn't have cancer, so I don't have that kind of strength.
No, he's not strong. He's not strong. He hasn't been through that.
Fuck cancer, man. This is what's gonna do it right here. The rest of my life is literally the rest of my life.
She's just like, fuck you. I fought cancer. I'll keep going. Dalton's like, I've not had cancer. Fuck you.
My bar's a lot lower than yours.
Bring it.
I don't give a fuck if a mother's love can lift a car off of a child. What happened to me is so difficult from my perspective. Can you just put your feet in my shoes?
But that was so hard, Dalton.
No, but it was hard. I'm surprised you had the drive to go that far in that.
Mike
it was like
blew a
that's
flat.
drive
Fuck
right there.
you
Like,
and your
that's
cancer.
determination.
As someone who will drink all night and black out and wake up and go for a run with dark mocha caramel skin, your 8-mile walk in the sun meant nothing to me. I'm like, what are you complaining about? I got rejected. Dalton.
And not even a good rejected. It was an ouch.
Well, and like, what's worse? Because I sat down at a laundromat, it reminded Richard that he had to do his laundry that day. So he shows up with a fucking laundry basket in the back of his car, and I'm like, my only salvation is going to make me wait for his laundry to get done?
No, I leave my laundry. See, that's what Dalton thought.
He trusts the community.
I wondered why, because how I do laundry is I drop it off and leave. I don't care. Who's going to steal my fucking skinny jeans? Get out of here.
Well, I've never done laundry at a laundromat before, so I don't know.
You've never done laundry. Let's just start out there. You've never done laundry. We can do that. But so we go there, and he's super pissed I brought laundry. I'm like, what's the big deal? It's like 2 more minutes.
Dude, it's 2-for-1 special here.
Exactly.
And I get to help my friend and clean my shit.
And as I'm loading my laundry, he's complaining about how he went on a walk. And I was like, yeah, fuck your walk. I got rejected.
It was literally like...
And then he's like, fuck your rejection. I went on a long walk.
Dude, 90-degree weather, dude.
Died. Yeah, no,
okay,
Dalton,
I'm talking shit.
He almost died because of walking. He died inside because he got rejected.
I'm like, you will recover within a day. I will take me.
Hey, J-Man.
I didn't go there for a week straight. A bar I go to. Oh, fuck. I've already said too much. Anyway, a place I go to. Every day I just stop
a place
going.
you go to is a bar you go to.
Yeah, that's all we know. That's like it. So
it's like gym time laundry,
that.
bro. It's either the gym or the bar. That's all.
I forgot to pay my gas bill, so I'm making fucking chicken tendies downstairs.
But no, like to look at this from my perspective on like a grander scale. Look at it as
prepping for a buffet.
Look at it as bigger. When Tom Hanks was saved on his fucking little raft in Castaway.
Week.
Oh my God.
Where was your Wilson? Where was your Wilson?
Did you just say stop talking?
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my God. This is going to be like a brother and sister thing. Oh my God, stop talking.
I need somebody to put me in check.
When we'll remember the dick in the mouth next episode. But anyway, so like looking at this on a grander scale, fucking look at it like when Tom Hanks was saved on his raft in Castaway. Look at it like if the ship captain who rescued him pulled him up on the boat and was like, "Listen, man, I understand that you were on this. I understand you were on this island for like a fucking year, but I met this girl when I was on shore leave, and I totally fucked it up. Yeah, I get it. Who the fuck is Wilson? I know you got this sunburn, man, but just listen to my girl problems." That was how I was looking at it.
Oh shit,
bro! I know you have.
So my daughter needed to get in between you two and just look at both of you at the same time and go, "Calm down, Karen."
Essentially,
walk away.
Yeah, we're both on opposite ends there, but it
my
worked
God.
out. I got my laundry done. Dalton walked home, and I would say as a brown
Dalton
man,
walked home.
no, I
walked
give
it
him
off.
I give him a red. But as a brown man, it's hard for me to relate because I've had two not even like real sunburns. I've had two sunburnishes in my life, and I went on a boat about 2 weeks ago, and then like I kind of got a sunburn, and it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of you. Like
All
it just
fair
hurts.
skinned people.
Yeah.
We're not down like the brown. When it
No,
comes
you're
to the
not.
Sun.
Like
I
the
get
sun
it. I
hurts
get
you,
it.
and it sucks because like you touch yourself and it hurts. You can't lay in your bed
No,
because it hurts.
I was never Catholic.
Everything burns. Everything burns. I'm so used to like one part of me burning. To have all of me burn, that's not.
You should probably get that checked out, though, dude.
Topical
Only one
cream.
part of you's burning. Like that checked out.
It's my heart because I got rejected. It's okay. It's okay. The thing is, okay.
I'm going to give you a tip next time this
All right,
happens.
tip. Okay. I'm listening.
It's a classic beta alpha move.
Okay.
And it's one I've used for years.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. I have a goldfish. What's that got to do? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about shit that didn't matter.
Oh,
That would have been a boss move, and then if she would have fucking come to you, go, no. You got a boyfriend. I'm out.
You know, my usual getaway is when they're like, I have a boyfriend. I go, me too, and then run away.
But I mean, Richard,
But
I've
that's
been,
good.
I've been,
I like that.
There's that.
I've been trying to think of a good metaphor, and I finally got it. So for something that I experienced, for you to understand how it feels to someone, because like we're obviously different people, and the sun affects us in different ways, and women affect us in different ways. But so basically,
so which one of you are gay?
You're still trying to figure that out.
Phrasing.
Well, Richard did experiment.
All right, so look at what I
Call back.
experienced. So like, I went on an 8.5 mile walk. It took me about 3 hours, and I was dehydrated by the end of that. I went through like 4 fucking bottles of water, and it still wasn't enough.
So was his heart when he got rejected.
I was
Have some sympathy.
So I was so I was so fucking sunburnt and tired by the end of that. So like, to relate this to something that you would go through, it's kind of like you see this really hot girl at a bar, and you try to hit on her, and it turns out that she has a boyfriend, and your heart just gets broken.
Yep.
Much like his scut.
That was his butt. That was his whole body.
It was his whole body with the UP.
But yeah, no, it's an absolutely relatable metaphor.
Fuck, I can't do it.
It's exactly that.
The sunscreen
like, yeah,
broke.
okay, dude, your heart was broken. His whole body was broken.
No,
but
organ
the
to
difference is-
organ,
the
organ
difference
to
is-
organ. His heart was broken. His
takes-
skin organ was burned.
No,
The
'cause
skin
it's
organ is
different
actually bigger.
because his body recovers within a day. Mine has a lot.
you really
bigger
are?
implications.
How fucking long do you think white people have a sunburn for?
You
Yeah,
obviously
not
a
that long-
day
not
because all you do is
forever.
steal a soul to fucking heal you, Ginger.
Ever.
I have no fucking red in my hair.
I had to. I had to.
Your hair kind of looks reddish.
That's because I'm sweating.
Because you're sweating.
That's not sweat. That's gravy.
Anyway, this is a bit of a conversation shift, but I feel like I have an interesting story.
Welcome to the show.
So this kind of fucked me up. So I spent the night at a friend's house, and he has kids, right? A 7-year-old. So
Okay.
she has other 7-year-old friends. So I spend the night at the house. We both get fucked up. I wake up in the morning.
Okay,
He's-
you and the 7-year-old got fucked up?
No.
Oh, that's Jerry
Oh,
Springer.
boy.
That's a whole different.
He got
Whoa,
he got the 7-year-old fucked up.
Oh,
Okay.
geez. Moving on. Anyway, so me and my friend, we get fucked up. I wake up early. When I get drunk, I wake up early. He's passed out. His girlfriend goes to get McDonald's for everybody. And I have 3 7-year-olds who want to swim in the pool in the back. But there needs to be adult supervision, so I have to be there. So it's me and the 3 7-year-olds out in the pool, right? And I get high as fuck, right? And
I
like
knew
to
this
get,
was happening.
I like to get high before I play with kids, because if I'm going to pretend to be a T-Rex, I would prefer to
I gotta
be
be in
high.
the mood. I gotta be in the mood.
You gotta set the mood,
That
right?
feels real.
So I'm
just
like,
gotta
I'm
remember your
high,
dinosaur.
I'm high and I'm ready to play with these kids. And I get like a paranoid, anxious high, unless like something cool's going on. But like,
Why is this 7-year-old looking at me with her head cocked to the side? Do I have something hanging out of
Exact-
my nose,
yeah,
or is she
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
call the ATF?
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right, I'll get into fucking whatever play mode. It'll be good. So I get high. We go to the pool. And they're like, we're going to play lifeguard. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's play. And things are different to kids than adults. They interpret things different. I'm like, how do you play lifeguard? They're like, we're all going to jump in the pool. and you have to pick who you want to save.
Oh my God! It's a popularity contest.
And then
of death.
they're like, we're 7, but in this game we're 4. And I'm like, I have to pick between 3 4-year-olds which one to save. I'm like, what?
Fuck that! I'm gonna Superman this shit. Equality for everyone. All lives matter in this one.
I'm like, what kind of fucking weird moral dilemma are you putting me through? I'm 27. And I have to pick what, and then the other 2 have to
You're
spend
27 and high.
And high. They don't know that.
He was so high that he forgot he's 26.
Oh, I'm 26, aren't I? Yeah, exactly. Oh, boy.
He's surrounded by 7-year-olds.
And I'm like, what the fuck
I mean,
is
to
going
be fair,
on?
he did have that Rain Man moment where he just added their ages together, and it was like, 3 7-year-olds, that's like 1 21-year-old. They can look after each other.
Exactly.
No.
No, 2 5-year-olds do not make a 10-year-old.
I'm like, what other fucking like weird fucking moral experiments? Are we gonna do that one Zimmerman fucking experiment where like I make all of you like call you by a number and I wear glasses and you're all prisoners? Like, what other fucking tie 2 of you to a train track and 1 of you to another and I gotta pull a lever?
It's a toddler Turing test.
Dude, that's what it was. So I just said, fuck it, I'm going to pretend to be a turtle.
They all died. They all died.
So guys, if you're into this, Turtle Donut comedy.
Turtle Donut. So my hat has turtle on it. So here's a funny moment. So I go in the pool. This is the day before. I jump in the pool, right? And I see a toy turtle floating around, right? I'm like, oh, so cool. There's a little toy turtle for kids. Blah,
Yeah,
blah.
we call that Richard.
So I see the turtle, and I pick it up. And it's like pouring water out of it, kind of like a filter a little bit. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. It pours water. So I put it over my head.
No.
And the 7-year-old is like, Richie, there are chemicals in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
And
chlorine
then I'm like,
dispenser.
Josh, what is this? He's like, it's the chlorine filter.
Yeah.
And I'm like a very, very reasonable child. I'm like, why would you make this the shape of a turtle? You knew I would play with it. Like, why would you make the shit under the sink colorful like Kool-Aid? Like,
why would you make radiator fluid taste sweet? Jesus.
Exactly. It's not.
Because reasons.
You should have known the 26-year-old man would have picked up the turtle toy and played with it.
So I heard Casey Anthony's single and looking.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a dog guy.
You know you weren't going to have any kids that last longer than 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
I don't give a shit, man. My lineage doesn't have to go on.
Hey, listen. I just know I only have to pay child support for like 4 years.
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I only hook up with anti-vaxxers. Richard's sitting there going, writing that one down.
Yep.
Have you ever seen their
You
insurance?
can see the wheels just turn in his head. He's like, oh, that's actually a good one. I'm going to have to start looking for anti-vaccine chicks.
Anti-vaccine chicks. That's how it goes.
Have you seen their insurance premiums, though? They're non-existent.
Oh, shit.
But the life insurance is.
Oh, yeah, life insurance is like $1,000 a month.
And per kid.
Oh,
Their fucking Spirit Stone receipts are so high. What are they called? I don't know. Essential oils.
essential oils.
Essential oils and a
crystals.
fucking crystal of jade. Here, this will heal him right up.
Crystals.
Fucking chokes on the fucking crystal aid.
I'm just waiting for after COVID, and I'm waiting for 2021. God damn it! I'm waiting for the end of all of 2020 for all the anti-vaxxers to come out of their fucking caves.
I was gonna say,
Oh, no, that's gonna happen.
We're coming up on halftime.
I mean,
We are coming. It's almost July. We're coming up on halftime.
Is Beyonce playing this time?
I hope it's J-Lo and fucking Shakira again. I
Yeah.
don't care.
me
I want to see both those booties shaking.
Yep. Fuck the last halftime show.
Why? Come on, Shakira doing some belly dance moves?
No,
I
like-
love belly dancers,
No.
dude.
put your dick against the TV. That's what he means.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can see the knockoff
No,
Pitbull
like
again.
literally fuck the last halftime show.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want to see the Maroon 5 guy. Fuck you and your six-pack and your abs and your bad music and everyone wants to fuck you guy.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
I was still more entertained by the poor man's Pitbull.
Poor
I
man
don't
Pitbull?
know that artist's
You
name.
look like a poor man's Pitbull.
No, I am not a poor man's. I'm a poor man's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay.
No. He looks like a rich man's pit bull. He eats so well.
He eats so well. He does. He does. And that's
Oh no, Columbesa. Oh no, this is going horribly awesome. I love it. So we're at an hour and 22.
I tried Adderall for the first time this week.
How did that go? How did that go, young man?
Dude, my brain was so fucking normal. I had conversations with people, and I was able to keep track of shit. It was awesome. And
I could function. I was breathing.
That was like the best day I've ever had.
Holy
fucking
fuck.
I went to Alkali Tattoo.
Okay.
Got to hang out there.
Yeah, how's that new tattoo? Did you get that done?
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that is Tits McGee.
I can.
You can't sweat on that, but you don't exercise. So
I
good.
am sweating on that.
All right, what Dalton's showing is a new tattoo he got.
Check it out.
It's really beautiful. Go to
Oh my
Alkali,
god,
definitely.
we've only got so much.
But if you look at his tattoo, it's so detailed. It's so nice. It says "Live, Laugh, and Love" on the side of his arm. It's so good. There's a peacock feather next to it.
Oh, you definitely dated a
note.
Karen.
There's a tiny heart. It looks so good. Oh my
if you
God,
have
Dalton.
Live, Laugh, Love in your fucking house and not a man, you are a Karen.
I mean, speaking of pre-Karens, though, fucking, I was talking with Amrielle yesterday.
Oh,
and
yes.
She told me that she told me she wants a Dreamcatcher tattoo.
That's
one
fine.
day.
That's fine.
that's
As
pretty
long
cool,
as it's
though.
got a skull in the middle of it, I'm happy.
Okay, all right.
Amrielle's
fucking cool, so I could see her getting that when.
No, she's evil as fuck, dude.
Dude, she was
live with her.
She was playing around with a flashlight last night.
Yes,
just making like demon faces and shit. She looked like one of those creepy ass China dolls. And
she looked like fucking Annabelle.
Well, and like,
fucking freaky dude.
Yeah.
I wish I would have stayed now. Fuck.
That girl's fucking terrifying. And put her together with Sean, because like he started doing.
He started doing slow-mo videos.
Well, he
with
had
her.
this. I'm talking like later in the night. You had this fire poker, which was just this 5-foot-long stick. He started dancing around the fire like an aborigine.
Yes, and she just
Amrielle
immediately joined in with a Beavis and Butthead fucking I need tippy for my bunghole look to her.
Yeah, moving around like the fucking Grudge.
Yes.
That girl's fucking scary.
And I'm so happy I'm not going to be a grandfather because, well, no, I am. Never mind. I have a son. Shit.
Oh fuck.
But it's exciting that the tattoo shops are open. Fucking just to plug Alkali Tattoo.
Oh yeah, Jake and Adam, former guests on the show. Check out their podcast, The Non-Essentials.
Yeah,
great fucking show. Great fucking show.
My artist was actually Joel, and he does great
Joel
fucking work.
Kindellan.
It was honestly, I was kind of sad when we were done with the appointment because like he and I were kind of going back and forth. Or he was like, "Well, man, I guess I'll see you at the bars or something,
All right?
Or if you want to come back for a tattoo." Like he and I bonded because this tattoo took 6 months to do, just because like COVID fell apart, and we spent a lot of time just putting together this design. And by the end of it, like we bonded so much that it was kind of heartbreaking knowing that it's gonna have to be a while before I go back in there for another tattoo.
Did you play the "I Will Remember You" fucking song on your way out?
Don't you
forget about me. Welcome to Bad Habits Karaoke.
I did the fist in the air with the arm that just got tattooed, and I
was trying to hold up the fucking boombox, and man, that left arm. Right.
I gotta tell you, man, when the sun hits that thing, I just want to get back inside.
I miss Joel. Shout out to Joel. I wish I could see you sober, but last time I saw you, I was blasted drunk, and then I went to draft house.
Oh, you wish you could see him while you're sober?
While I'm sober.
Okay.
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he wasn't as drunk as I was.
No, probably not.
I don't think anyone was. I left a pretzel at the bottom of my apartment stairs.
Like a big fat pretzel?
Anyway,
Yeah,
was it a great
big fat pretzel?
It was a jumbo pretzel. It
Oh.
was. It's funny because I had the box upstairs with like a little piece in it, and I ate it, and I'm like, all right.
The rest of it's downstairs on the bottom step because he dropped it.
That's just for next time, dude.
It's just for next time.
Or when he falls down the stairs.
Just plan ahead.
I dropped a Lunchable.
Hey, if he falls in them, that would have kept him alive.
You want to hear a sad story for
Yes.
Richard? He dropped a Lunchable.
Yeah, I did.
It's pretty sad for Richard.
That's my biggest fear.
I left it there, and I'm like, no. So up my
Mine go
apartment stairs. I live in an apartment downstairs, and I dropped the Lunchable down the metal stairs, and I'm like, if a homeless guy is like looking through this, and he finds a Lunchable, can you imagine being like a homeless dude scavenging for like cigarette butts and fucking like leftover shit in the garbage, and you run into a full-fledged unopened pack of Lunchables?
Dude, this explains
That's
so
a fucking catch. That's a catch.
No, this explains so much about your dating history.
Oh shit,
dude! But like with so many preservatives in that shit, that'll
You
outlast.
You are definitely a MILF hunter because after you done bang them out, you're fucking eating the Lunchables.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, duh. You set it up like it'd be controversial. That's
no,
so
it's
practical.
not controversial.
That's
This is
practical.
legit. This is practical, man.
Yeah,
I want
that's
those
what it
fruit
is.
snacks and banging your
They get
mom.
it. Dude, they have Disney Plus and everything.
Hell yeah. Watching gargoyles while hitting her from the back.
Plus, dude, they deal with their kid. If they deal with their kid, I'm just like a slightly more tolerable child.
Especially when you're stoned.
Yeah, dude, I went to the bar and there was some like super milfy redhead, and then I asked her for the Wi-Fi password, and they're like, "Don't be a kid." I was gonna show her my tomato plant. They're like, "Don't be a kid." And I'm like, "Listen, if I hook up with them, they're gonna find out what I am. Eventually, I need a woman that can accept me for my like childish, whimsical nature.
For me. Yeah.
God,
I don't want to be that the girl Dalton hooked up with, where I lie to you until I get in the car and I start talking about my tomato plant and Dragon Ball Z, and you're like, "Oh my fucking god, what did I sign up for?"
This is it.
I'd rather open up with that.
Full circle.
I bring up Betty White Wellness Watch on the first date.
Betty White Wellness Watch.
I open up
Betty
like,
White Wellness Watch. We'll
motherfucker,
take a
you
break
start-
from Laughing Goose and check up on America's Golden Girl.
Laughing Goose? What?
I'm not the guy. I'm just trying to be that guy.
Yeah, you're not the intro guy.
She's fine.
You're not the intro guy.
She's fine.
You haven't checked. How's Stu the tomato plant, you bitch?
He's fine.
Have
I
you
checked
checked?
him on him before.
He's
He's not gonna die
fertilized.
unless someone.
He's got nitrates.
Well, yeah, he's got nitrates.
He's
I
got
don't know,
perfect
guys.
pH levels in
He's
his
got
soil.
good pH
Perfect
levels
weather.
in the soil.
Perfect
His
weather.
moisture.
Well, from what I
Fantastic.
heard, Stu the tomato plant's actually dead, and Richard gets a new plant every week.
Dude, that's what I literally thought. I seriously thought that. People are
Oh,
like,
it's
"What
like
if
a
Stu
bad
dies?"
fucking parenting class.
They're like, "What if Stu dies?" And I'm like, "I got to do the hamster thing, where it's like I just get a new tomato plant and pretend it's Stu forever."
It's like how I got that fucking A in that section for parenting class 101. Fucking
Was it the egg?
What'd you
Did
do?
No,
right?
I killed the plant, but I bought another plant and fucking made it into that plant. I was like, here's my A.
Oh, that's
Fuck
my
you,
egg.
people.
Because it's that easy.
No,
There
it
you
turned
go.
out to be a bean sprout and a tomato plant. And I wonder why I failed.
Dude, that's how I went through school. I went through school a really good bullshitter, and I bullshitted, but bullshitting doesn't translate to direct life.
It doesn't?
Huh?
No,
You
it doesn't.
can't bullshit a plant.
No, you can't bullshit your whole life. You can bullshit ass.
Bullshit a plant. No, you have to bullshit
No,
a plant. That's how it
you
grows.
Can, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
See,
Like,
right
you
through
literally.
your
can't.
bullshit.
You can't, because like that girl bullshitted Dalton, but it stopped when it was in person, because you
Oh,
can
yeah.
only bullshit for so long. Bullshit's like a temporary thing. It's like a Band-Aid. You know what I mean? It's like I can't
So
think of a
next
good
week-
funny metaphor for this. But like bullshit temporary. Like everyone knows people who are like full of bullshit, right?
Yeah, we call it Bad Habits Network.
Yep. You first meet him and you're like, you're super cool, and then you get to really know him and you're like, oh.
Oh, I thought you were going with the real aspect
No,
of
I'm
it.
still going with Bad Habits Network.
Okay, I thought you were going with the real aspect of it. Like what you said to me last week. Dude, you're like really abrasive when I first meet you, and then you're like actually really cool.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. No, you have that hard exterior, but then like you're almost too reasonable where I'm like suspicious. I'm like, this guy's a
I don't
little
trust
too
anybody.
cool. Is this another one of his hard guy ploys he's gonna do?
No, it's just a chess game.
It's just a chess game.
It's just
Dun,
chess
dun,
game.
dun.
I just want to. I want to make an observation. Richard is cupping the balls of that microphone
Well,
right
he's
now.
so used to, he's actually did you reef up before you got into studio?
Did I what?
Reef up?
Reef up? No,
Did
I
you have a
didn't.
safety meeting?
Oh, I wish I did.
Okay. He's at a level of where he's comfortable with a microphone that he's treating it
Comfortable.
like a
Like he,
Like a
he needs a
child.
hand
Like
to
a
hold.
Nice.
like a
I like
stage
it.
mic.
I
Like
feel
a stage
professional.
mic.
I thought it
when
was
have
like I thought it was just keeping him grounded. Like, remember,
See-
I'm not floating.
I'm not going to flow away from the table. Just keep me grounded.
Fizzy lifting liquid.
But the thing is, I always had it. You guys always yelled at me, put the mic too close, or it's too far. My mic's too far. My mic's too far.
No, and
So
that's
just
where I was
didn't
going
hear
with
it.
the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
part.
But I like this. I feel like dramatic. I just feel like a real radio.
Picture a place with no light, no
A
sound.
place with no light, no sound.
In a world where Richard forgot to pay his
Exactly.
rent again.
Exactly. Dun, dun. I did forget. Oh! shout out to Matt Carter,
There it
my
is,
landlords.
there
I'm
it
sorry,
is.
I haven't paid rent in 5 days. You haven't bugged me about it,
It's
but I owe
coming.
it to you. And plus, I owe
They're
Dalton
gonna send a fucking
I owe
4-year-old.
Dalton
I want my
$16.
money, bitch.
I owe Dalton $16 too that he refuses to take in cash. So he has to wait for me to figure out how to get a Venmo.
Who the fuck uses cash anymore?
No shit.
Everybody, fucker, everybody.
No.
In the
You
world,
don't use
Only
cash.
people- only the people-
You don't have cash. You don't have. Let me see your
use
list.
it.
There's not a
Ever.
single dollar on you. You don't have any.
What I do no, actually, there might be because I.
Oh, there might be because there is.
The only
Jerry,
times I
carry
go to the
cash
bar,
on
so
me.
usually I will.
No cash on
I carry cash.
I
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
have
yeah.
cash on me because I had to pay for a fucking tattoo.
Yeah. So everyone has cash.
No, I don't. I'm that guy who likes to go out to the
Rarely.
bar and pay cash. I fucking cannot.
I do sometimes.
No, you should because if
Don't
it's a
make it-
car to get tax and everything, you
Exactly.
should always pay tax. If you're tipping, always tip with cash, 100%.
Oh yeah, I learned that as a bartender.
A lot of people
Fuck
don't know that.
Well, if I know if I'm going to the bar, then yes, I take cash.
Okay.
Are you
I
sure?
take cash.
Problem is,
Yeah.
I'm always going to
I go
a
half
bar.
and half. I have a little bit of cash on me.
You go both ways.
Not only it's like
No,
it
she doesn't.
paces
She
me.
established that.
Oh no,
She's not bi.
Well, it depends on what she's on. We'll see. We'll
DMT?
cycle through all the drugs and we'll see what it is. Because that's how I feel. I can be very, I don't know what the word, I guess the best word to describe it is like metrosexual. I wear jeans. I like fashion. I talk about my feelings. And I feel like gay people think I'm on the fence and they can just like
Push
me over. And like I feel like gay people give me drugs to figure out which one turns me gay. So they'll like buy me a drink and I'll be like, hey, bud. I try to be nice, you know.
Oh,
like,
we
yeah,
are
with my
so
friends.
taking you to fucking 5.
Oh,
The blue
boy,
pill
I
or the
will
red
be,
pill, dude?
Dude,
no, boy, I will
no,
be
no,
the
he'll
fucking
eat both
star.
of them. Fuck that.
No,
He's such
no.
a fucking addict. He'll take both those pills.
The thing is, how I like to describe is gay people look at me like a chocolate chip cookie, but I'm an oatmeal raisin. You know,
Okay,
I'm not
I get
what
that. I get that.
they think I'm
All right.
something that I'm
I
not.
get that. I see that.
But I get a lot of free drugs out of it. A lot of drinks. That's where I
lot of
relate
lewds.
to like
Yeah.
the hot girl at the bar where guys buy her stuff. I have a microcosm of that experience with gay dudes where they're like, I'll get you a drink. And then they'll get you a shot. You want to
Okay.
smoke some weed? Oh, well.
And I'm the type of guy that'll take my toothless friend to a gay bar, and he wonders why he's getting free drinks all the time.
Hey, buddy, got a light?
Love you, Sean. You should have showed up for the show. So, how is Betty White? I mean, Richard alluded
are
to it
you-
and tried to do the couple's conflict with you.
Are you asking for
I am.
Betty White Wellness Watch?
I might just be.
Welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch.
No. Blow out the board. Blow out the board.
Okay. Welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch, the show within a show where we take a break from all the goofs and laughs and check in on the well-being of America's golden girl. She's fine, you guys.
I gotta find an interlude bed for that. For when you fucking look at your phone. But
Dude, I opened it
actually
up at
had
the
a
top of the
controversial-
show.
You did you not have a controversial thing
I
with Betty White
did.
Wellness Watch lately?
I recently had I had a Karen slide into my DMs over Betty White Wellness Watch last
no
week.
shit.
No,
Yeah,
back
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Did she slide right into your DMs or Betty White Wellness Watch's DMs?
Betty White Wellness Watch's DMs.
Oh no, even better. She wanted to talk to the Betty White Wellness Watch manager.
All right, so
That is really difficult to say in one sentence. How do you do
No
it every
shit.
week?
Betty White Wellness Watch?
Yes. Is it like did you Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers kind of shit?
It took a lot of mental conditioning and practice. Like
Yes, he,
if you listen to but I'm all out of But so around the time that I was practicing for Betty White Wellness Watch, this was originally like
Grammarian laughs, folks. Go for it.
this was originally a fucking segment that I just wanted to put onto some kind of platform. I even thought about doing like, you know how they have
Countdown to her death or something? A death clock to her?
no. I don't want to be some kind of prophet because
We
either
know.
I'm gonna be right or I'm gonna be wrong.
You want to make
And
a prophet. You don't want to be a prophet.
If I'm wrong, I'm an asshole, and if I'm right, people are gonna want to know how the fuck I know. I'm good, thank you. But it was a segment that I was trying to figure out the right place where I can do it, and you know how they have wholesome stuff on Pornhub?
Yeah.
I thought about doing like this show on Pornhub where like every day I'd upload a video like, hey, welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch, the show within a show where we take a break from all the whacking and jacking and
You know what? Follow your dream.
yeah, but
Follow your dream,
Yep,
buddy.
pause the chafing.
That's
but like so I literally wrote out an intro and I just worked on it for a long time, and if you were lucky enough to see me around when I was just getting back into stand-up, you could see me kind of stammering over that intro.
Okay.
But after a lot of mental conditioning, I learned how to say it without fucking stuttering. I still have to take a breath in one part, but
Yeah, and we heard that big breath.
yeah. But I've been trying to find the niche for it.
I gotta find a fucking bed for you to put down on that one because that is fucking.
That is good.
That is funny as shit because it's like it's either going to be the Golden Girls song or the St. Olaf theme. I don't know.
Well, one of my favorite songs recently,
or Lake Placid.
Andrew Nye introduced this to me. There is a ska version of the
There's
Golden
also
Girls
a death
theme
metal
song.
version of it.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
But I love the ska version.
Notice
because I think
Richard
it's
just
like,
checked the fuck out. Rings a bell. It's like fuck this shit. I gotta hold my dick.
I was just holding out for how Betty's doing. Now that that's out of the way, I can check out. But so I had a Karen slide into Betty White Wellness Watch's DMs, and I have the screenshot pulled up. She sends me, "Who really cares? We come and we go. You're not giving any information, therefore she can't tell time anymore, and you think we're stupid."
Wait, this is legit?
Word for word, that's exactly what she sent me. And
oh no, I love that.
So here's my response.
She
and
just gave you a Peter Griffin. Who the hell cares?
Yeah.
That's what grinds her gears, actually.
Yes, here we go.
Grinds her gears.
And so I just responded with one short paragraph, and she never responded to this.
But did she leave you on unread?
Yes.
She just left you undelivered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, I'm thinking that she had her phone open waiting for a response because it's recorded as seen the exact minute that I sent it. But so
so she did see it. She just hasn't responded to it.
No.
Oh wow.
No. But
not
so
true Karen then.
Yeah.
Not true Karen.
She would have started an argument.
Karen training.
Yep, that's a Megan.
Well, it took me a little while to write out the response, but so here's what I came up with. We appreciate your input. The reason behind Betty White Wellness Watch is that we have collectively found frustration in joke articles that use shock humor and wordplay to cause others to believe we have lost America's Golden Girl. We here at BWWW understand your opinion, and if you find any material online that does not appeal to you, you are more than welcome to unsubscribe.
Yes.
Oh, so you Rule 13'd her.
Yeah.
Thanks for the download.
Good job.
Thanks for the download.
Hell yeah, dude. Look at you turning the other cheek.
I mean, it's it.
What's
Why
I
the
mean,
fuck
what-
am I
why?
going to start? Like, she's not wrong. I just post the exact same thing every day, so it's not like there's any information that's going out. But, like, am I really going to deep fucking Google into Betty White's, like, whether she's actually okay? I just check and see whether she's alive.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
And
if
on her
in the
birthday,
news-
we say happy birthday. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if in the news, like, it does come that she is having, like, medical issues.
And Richard just rolled his eyes while coming back to the table. I think they're a little bit...
He's hacking and whacking and jacking. He's hacking and whacking and jacking. But, so, like,
Hello. Pleading the fifth on all those accusations.
if and when something comes to pass where she is starting to have medical issues, I do
Right.
plan on, looking deeply into that stuff.
Well,
But
it is
for
a
now-
wellness
Yeah,
watch, for
yeah.
Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's literally like, yeah, she's fine. Fucking good health. But if she's, like, hospitalized or something, absolutely, I'll
Yeah,
report
like back
on
in
that.
yeah.
Well, you're like the
What's he
Star
bring to it?
magazine for Betty White. 'Cause, I'm saying Star magazine for, like, because they do the Jennifer Aniston thing, they do the Brangelina Jolie shit, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I was so proud that I learned about Brangelina splitting up before everyone else because I was working at the post office. So, like,
Nice.
I was
she
working.
did.
I was working
did.
around the
Here they come.
magazines. I was working around the magazines, and I saw that, and I was like,
Ooh, they
It's out there.
Oh, I got that inside info.
I did have the
Exactly.
inside info.
We got the direct line.
You're the AJ Benza of Janesville. Great.
There were a couple of perks to working at the post office. I got my Game Informers early.
There you go.
That was always the coolest thing about being in the post office, where you find your own mail. And you're
Yeah.
like, can I take it home? Can I take my own mail home?
Oh, no.
All right, no one's gonna get it. Fuck it. Fuck you guys. You can't
No, I
relate to
get
it.
that. I get
No,
that.
you don't, because you haven't worked at the post office.
You're
you haven't
right.
found your
I
mail.
have
so don't
not.
pretend you've lived my life.
But I can put myself in your shoes because if I were in that situation, I'd just be like, fucking yoink. Hey, it's my shit. I'll just deliver
So
it
you
myself.
really can't do that. You can't just, like
I don't
Get
know.
a
Can you?
signature.
Yeah, you
it's a federal crime to walk out with mail. So, like, you have to get a supervisor
if it's
to
your
literally
mail, yeah.
sign it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you can walk off with
That's
your
all-
own mail.
Yeah, that's always the fun. It's super fun.
You ain't gotta wait a fucking 8 to 10 business days.
So you
I used to pick up my Amazon
should
packages and
definitely-
shit. It was awesome.
Shout out to everyone. You should definitely ruin your life by working at the post office for the deep, deep shot of euphoria, the warmest blanket on the coldest night of finding your own mail. So definitely ruin your fucking life by... can tell how I felt. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Tell us your real feelings.
This isn't the Richie bitch hour.
This doesn't.
It's not.
Speculating a future podcast that no one is ever going to want to listen to. Richard and me alone in a room talking about our qualms with working at the post office for 2
Bitching
years.
about the
Fuck
post office.
toasted banana or whatever you're gonna call it. It's the Richie bitch
It's the
hour.
Richie bitch hour. That has a ring to it. That really does. I like that.
Wow.
You're a name guy. You're really a name guy. Richie bitch hour.
You're the one who came up with it,
Yeah,
Bob.
I
Richie
did,
bitch.
but you solidified it. You gave me the affirmation. Affirmation.
Affirmation.
Affirmation?
Yeah, affirmation.
You were the
Affirmed.
Viagra dose in
Maybe
that
that's the connection.
sleepless
You
thought
were.
that he just had.
I was the Viagra dose in that date rape.
Anyway, moving on. Betty White Wellness Watch. Welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch. We're taking
What
a break
about
from
Stu the
lunch.
tomato plant?
Stu, he's doing
How's
good.
he doing?
He literally
Yeah.
doesn't check. He doesn't check.
He's a fucking tomato plant. What's going to happen to him in the next 24 hours?
A
Nothing.
squirrel.
You'd be surprised.
He's set. He's set. I
And
don't
if
have
he
to
dies,
check
I'll
him.
just replace him with another
Yeah,
one.
with another fucking plant. That's how it is. It's like a hamster.
It's gonna be Stu
That's
the
too
tomato
powerful.
plant 2.
Fucking
Should
this
I-
homeless person who's gonna walk off with your Lunchable, he's gonna be like, I wonder what other gold I can find
Dude,
here, and he's gonna find fucking tomato plants.
That's literally what I'm
The
worried
gift
about.
that keeps on giving, man.
I was like, I'm worried about people breaking into my house. I'm also worried about people fucking with my plants.
over a
Don't
fucking
fuck
drop
with my
Lunchable.
plants. I will. If you fuck with my, I'm letting everyone out there know. If you fuck with my daisies or my fancies or my succulents or my cactus or my tomato plant or my beef tomato plant, I will fucking come after you and I will find you.
I've acquired a set of stoner skills.
All right, I have a set of stoner skills. Stoner skills that make people for your life a nightmare.
I will camp out in your front yard like it's Coachella, bitch.
And I'll take a nap and forget how
Yep,
the fuck
yep.
I got there.
Oh, it's fucking genius, dude. We got to rewrite the whole thing. Dude, I used to know that shit word for word. I'd answer the phone for a number I didn't know and just say that right away. Because I don't know who
you are or why you're calling.
Oh,
But I do know this.
I mean, like that's the exact kind of comedy that I used to be into. Like Weird Al Yankovic is one of my
yes,
of
yes,
my
yes.
idols. I used to try and like rewrite either a speech, a monologue, or a song to the tune of something else. I remember I was so excited for Skyrim
Yes.
that I wrote a song about
I remember your
Skyrim,
Skyrim
to the
song, yeah.
to the tune of America. Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Oh no.
I remember.
I gotta find it. I still
no.
got it written down somewhere, but I
Oh, this will
gotta
be
find
good.
it.
I can't wait to see this one.
America. Fuck. Dude, what I love about that America, this might be very, what was that movie called? Team America,
Team
World
America,
Police?
World
Oh,
Police.
fuck yeah.
So, I saw that in 5th grade. I saw it in 5th grade because my dad's like, oh, it's a movie with puppets. It's a movie for kids.
Oh, like Sausage Party?
Yeah, like Sausage Party.
Like, this is okay.
And you know, it was such a great bonding moment because me and my dad laughed the entire fucking movie. And on the ride back, it was just silent. And he's like, Richard, you don't repeat anything you saw in that movie. You don't say a single thing. But I knew.
What did he think of the puppet sex scene?
Yeah, what did he? Oh, that was like for a 5th grader, that puppet sex scene was the funniest fucking thing. I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe.
Well, I think it was maybe like 5th or 6th grade, sometime in middle school. Maybe my parents took me to see Borat because they thought they didn't know who Sacha Baron Cohen is, and they thought that
my
Borat
God.
was a Middle Eastern comedian who travels countries.
That's who he was fucking tricking. Oh my god, your
Nice.
fucking parents.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
What was
Did
the one?
you see
I
the
think
whole
that was
movie?
the
What
one
happened? What happened? How did that?
I saw the whole movie.
Did you think it was funny? Because the first time I saw Borat, I didn't think it was funny, but the second time I saw it, I knew he was tricking everybody.
I went in there
Yeah.
expecting something else, and yeah, I think I was just as grossed out as my parents because
Yeah.
at this point I didn't really reach the.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, Borat's so
What's
fucking
the-
funny.
what's the
Okay, we're
second
gonna
one
have
that
to
he
bring back
did?
Bad Habits movie.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno.
Bruno.
The Dictator.
I love.
Yeah.
No, that's the third one.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Dictator, but I like the thing about The Dictator. It's like half movie, half like prank show.
Yeah.
But I like the full.
Well, what about the? Didn't he do one, or was it just the show Ali G? Sorry for
Allergy?
No,
No, it was a
he did
show
Allergy,
and a movie
yeah,
he did, I
yeah.
believe. But yeah,
No, he
his
did a movie
Allergy
too.
was all like Jackass-esque, where it's like there's 2 actors and everyone else is legit. But I didn't get into The Dictator because it was like half written comedy movie, half jokey.
Okay.
But like
Actually, I
Bruno
might
and
have seen that
Borat.
one. I don't know if I've seen The Dictator yet.
Okay, so we're going to put that one on the list, too, for now.
I've seen The
yet.
Dictator.
Big Lebowski and The Dictator.
Borat
Oh my God,
and The
Big
Dictator.
What do you think, Dalton? Compared? Did you like Borat though? We'll start there.
After seeing it, like when
you saw it when you needed to see it, yeah.
I like Borat.
Yeah.
Borat's probably my favorite out of the three.
Would you say it was nice?
Very nice.
Oh yeah,
Very, very nice.
Oh yeah.
I know the memes. That's
If
all I know.
if I heard that there was another screening of the movie, I'd be like, how much?
Come on.
like.
He's retired. He's retired. No, he's retired. Oh, he's retard. Sorry. Sorry. That's one of my favorite
Whatever
movies. So what did
happened
you
to him, though?
compared to Borat? Where does Dictator
I
land?
think he was on an interview. Sacha Baron Cohen. She asked, where is he now?
Yeah, where is he now?
I think he's done.
Married to Amy Adams.
Well, I know that.
Oh, that
my
fucking
God.
bastard.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Even I knew that.
Oh,
Shit.
You know,
Wedding Crashers.
her and that girl from Scooby-Doo. Jesus Christ.
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
No, the fucking redhead that Shaggy hooks up with.
Oh. Well, I mean, speaking of hot redheads that are married to weird fucking dudes, I think her name is Christina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Yes,
Yeah.
She's married to the dude from The Ringer. When the fuck did we get ice
Ringer?
cream? She's married to that guy.
Why can't I think who that is?
Johnny Knoxville.
He's married. They're married?
No, not Johnny
I was
Knoxville.
like, holy fucking, now that,
Dalton,
yeah.
you're literally making like a 15-year-old movie B level movie reference right now. I just wanted you to know.
I have seen
Okay,
it.
so The Ringer is starring Johnny Knoxville.
How can you not be a comic and not see that movie?
No, you can't. But I'm talking about like almost everybody.
But like talking to
let's
someone
be aware.
outside of your niche about a movie that you've seen. So like, I guess I have to mansplain The Ringer. But so The Ringer is starring Johnny Knoxville, and he has to fake his way into the special.
Yeah.
He fixes the Special Olympics
By being the smartest one, essentially, or the most handy capable.
but he found
Yes.
out that secretly they were the smart ones, and he learned to care along the way. You cannot make that movie now, but
No, you can't make
No,
half the
no.
movies now.
Fuck.
Shit.
But yeah, there's one character in that movie, and just ugly motherfucker. He's married to the chick from Mad Men.
No shit.
Dude, I gotta look it
Yeah.
up. I gotta look it
Wow.
up.
Wow, that's like fucking Ryan Reynolds being fucking married to that chick.
Blake Lively.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm having a total.
I know
brain
too
fart.
much about celebrities.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I forgot who Ryan Reynolds was.
Deadpool.
He's hot.
For a second. No,
You know, the superhero movie that all the kids...
Yeah, the sexiest guy of the year and all that shit.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah,
more like
there we
huge,
go, baby.
more like huge jacked man. Am I right?
Prestige
Am I
many
right?
times.
I'm pulling up a picture.
Fucking way.
Yeah, we Googled
Yeah.
that shit.
That's the guy from Super Troopers.
Yeah.
That's the
The
Super
Snozzberries
Let me
taste
see
like
him.
That's
Snozzberries.
a reference. There you go.
Oh
Super
my
Trooper guy. That's the guy
God.
from Super Troopers.
Oh, he's
Holy-
banging that redhead. He gives me hope.
No shit.
He gives me hope. Can
Fuck.
be done.
Wait.
Are they
They're
divorced?
divorced.
Are they divorced?
They're divorced.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, Christina Hendricks files for divorce.
There's a chance,
There's
Richard.
a chance.
There's a
There
chance,
you
There's a
go.
Richard.
chance.
I'm gonna
Fucking
have to.
slide in her DMs, baby.
Stu,
Yeah,
tomato plant. Stu's gonna message her. Make it happen.
I'm gonna have to check this shit.
God, I
They
can't. Wow.
filed
That
for
blows me away.
divorce. They filed for divorce, but it doesn't look like it's finalized yet.
It's amidst the
It's getting there.
COVID, so you
It's
know
getting
the
there.
COVID killed everything, man.
Yep.
I got a couple that's still waiting for a divorce court date.
Man,
Hell, even on
That's
this
all the has a
network.
relationship. Seriously.
I'm wondering how Braniston is doing.
Really?
Brad Pitt and Jennifer
They hooked
Aniston.
back up.
Apparently.
Well, I know she did. Well, she did like wasn't his academy?
Welcome to
it was Academy
TMZ,
Award, right?
everybody, and BuzzFeed. TMZ, BuzzFeed, Bad Habit Network.
I know. Too.
BuzzFeed
We're
Habit
the
Network.
fucking celebrity dating stories.
Everybody
Let's keep
is
going.
waiting
Now
for
keep
that
going,
one.
Dalton.
Stick around for when I
The
bring up
Brad
The Witcher.
The Witcher watch.
One I haven't seen. I've not seen The Witcher.
Really?
No.
Huh?
I've got just
That's
got
like
to
telling me
outside
you've
of
never
though.
seen Tiger King.
I fucking love Tiger King, and she actually got his park now.
Yeah.
And it came up that she actually forged a husband's will.
Oh no shit.
Yep. she
See,
forged the
Tiger
will.
King reached the point for me, which I feel like everybody can relate to this, where it's like a popular show comes out.
Did you
and
just
you
say
don't watch
Burger
it.
King?
No, Tiger
King.
King.
Okay.
God damn it, let me.
No,
So-
no,
Well,
no.
her husband became
I
a
fat
Burger
ass.
shit.
You didn't.
I was active listening, and I heard Burger King.
You heard because you're hungry as shit right now. That's why
I am.
You want like really.
My husband became a burger. Fuck.
You owe me $16, my dude.
Burger King's like Burger King's motto is "Have it your way," but I feel like their motto should be "We don't give a fuck." Come here, blasted drunk. Anyway, whatever. So Tiger King, they reached that point like Game of Thrones with a lot of people where it's so popular and everyone talks about it, and it makes you not want to watch it because you've already heard everything about it.
You've seen the memes.
So that's where I'm at. Like I've heard all the memes and like fucking watched all the stories and all that shit. Like I don't want to watch it because I already felt like I've watched it. Fuck Carol Baskin.
I actually was in the same mindset as you, and then I actually started watching it.
So is it worth it? Is it
Yeah.
really worth it?
Dude, I was
Man
to man. That train wreck is Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah,
I love
Jerry Springer.
That train wreck is
Oh,
beyond
yeah.
Jerry Springer.
Oh God,
that is international
Fucking
Jerry
whacked up
Springer.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, the fucking original fucking producer of that shit moved to Norway because of this shit.
Dude, I bet.
And he's still recognized.
And the one park actually opened.
Yes.
Because the
And now-
one that they opened, and then she got the other one.
And now
Now there's
Jeff,
a full fuss investigation
Yep.
because she forged the will.
Big time.
The fucking A dude, yep. Fucking Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Murder Hornets.
Yeah, probably, guys.
Well, yeah, what did we have this year so far? We had aliens, murder hornets, Carol Baskin, coronavirus.
COVID.
It's the halftime show, folks. It's June, July. What's next?
Beyonce.
Fuck.
Beyonce? Halftime show with Beyonce, J-Lo, and fucking Shakira. Oh, my God. That is a lot of booty shaking.
Yes, it is. I thought like the whole halftime show was all about Shakira's tongue. Remember that?
Where she did the Russian.
Yeah, right in the camera.
I
thought that was supposed to be the highlight of the
All I
halftime
remember
show.
was I was watching it down here. Dalton was up there with his significant other at the time, watching the same fucking channel. And Dalton and I were like, "Who the fuck is this fucking poor man's Pitbull?"
Who was it?
I still don't know.
I don't watch it, but who is it?
I still don't know.
'Cause I don't watch halftime shows and shit like that.
It was just so weird.
I know when I watch 20 groups of grown men and give each other brain damage, I do not want to be corrupted with titties.
Oh, dude, it's just like it was just like watching fucking porn as a teenager with a group of guys. Think of it that way.
Yeah, there you go.
I hate that because there's that like maybe you can't relate, Tara, but there's when you're a young man, there's that when you had back in my day where you had to scavenge for porn, and you were that one friend that's like, I got a magazine, and you'd show all your other friends kind of thing. Is there a female equivalent to that?
No,
probably not. I remember there was like this list
going into a store and trying to find the right kind of top, but now we have Amazon.
Yeah.
No, I don't have titties, so I can't relate to that.
Fucking love Amazon.
Well, I do, so that's how I shop. But so I heard you guys saying 2020 halftime show. What's going to happen?
Yeah, J-Lo, Shakira,
are we talking?
and
Are we
Beyonce.
talking? Are we talking football? Because I was thinking national disasters. I think coming up 2020 halftime show. There have been earthquakes apparently going on in Yellowstone.
Yes.
Super volcano for July. Hey,
woohoo! Yeah.
I am ignorantly optimistic, and I think everything's just going to be okay. And that's my attitude.
It's going to take a while.
People are like, "Are we going to go on lockdown again?" I'm like, "No." People are like, "Is COVID going to outbreak again?" I'm like, "No." Is it World War III? I'm like, "No." And I'm just going to have an optimistic view.
I don't think the
And
next
that's
one
where
will
I'm
be
at.
as bad. I don't think like the next outbreak would be as bad. Hopefully, but yeah, we're gonna be on lockdown. Just enjoy your summer, dudes. Just enjoy it.
that's kind of why
Get out.
I'm unemployed right now. I'm just enjoying the shit out of.
Just enjoy
summer
it. Get
here.
out. Do your thing. Use hand sanitizer. Enjoy it. 'Cause we know
I
it's gonna
prefer
happen again.
lotion.
I'm still
I
trying
thought alcohol dries out my dick. That's why I don't use hand sanitizer.
Again, talking about teenage jerk-off stories, there's always that moment in young boy's life where he figures out that shampoo is not good lube.
It is not.
It is not.
Yep, girls don't have that either.
No.
Girls have their own lube. Come the fuck
Yeah.
on.
Get out here. Hey, come.
Hey. All right, that was gross.
I'm still fucking looking. I'm still looking for this dude that I keep calling the fucking bullshit Pitbull.
Richard, when are we gonna have our pizza roll eating contest?
That's what we talked to, dude.
Is it time or quantity? Like, what are we going for? Who can eat the most?
Oh, yeah,
fastest,
let's establish
or who
this
can eat the
now.
most
We
in a certain
said
amount of time?
15 minutes. I think that's enough. That's enough time. It shouldn't be a long time, but enough time for us to. I think it should be a number. I think it should be a number.
If we're gonna step up, they have to
So like you want to
to
do like an established number who can eat this amount?
No.
Who
Who just eats more? I don't want to go on a time race. I don't want to race how much I can eat. I just want to eat more than you. And I feel like,
well, yeah, like I think that it should be an endurance test. Don't put a time limit on it.
Yeah, no. I feel like 10, 15 minutes because then I could just sit there. There should be a time limit, but not like a race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Like be flaming hot right the oven.
If you put a time limit, though, it turns into a race.
No,
don't put a time limit.
Yeah.
No, we should
make it an endurance test.
We should, because then I would just sit there.
You can time it.
Then why not just sit there all day and eat all day?
Because we're trying to find out who can eat more pizza rolls.
Exactly. So I would sit there all day eating pizza rolls.
That guy. The poor man's pit bull is what we were calling him.
What, do you have some kind of fucking Christian
Jay
youth group
Blavin.
meeting to get to later?
I don't think
that
it's
day?
the mainstream
Why does it matter if we're there all day? We're trying to find out who
interested
can eat
in
more
speed.
pizza.
I'm not
At that
interested
point,
in
it's like
speed.
you're doing it until who pukes first. Then
No, I'm not interested in speed. I'm interested in who eats more, and I feel like 10, 15 minutes is a very reasonable time to see who can eat more pizza rolls.
Okay, so like you're not trying to fill up on pizza rolls then?
I'm trying to eat more pizza rolls than you do.
Yeah, but when you put 15 minutes, that does turn into a speed challenge.
That's not
Yeah, it
speed.
does.
That is
You're gonna
absolutely
eat
speed.
15 minutes straight. It's going to take you. You need more
You
than.
will need to pace it a
you
little
need
bit.
more than 15 minutes to fill up on pizza rolls.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
You and I literally had this
You
conversation
literally
when.
don't. Fine.
So
If-
backstory.
Okay, so what if you do no time limit? What's going to stop me from sitting there for fucking 12 hours eating pizza
all
rolls?
day.
Me also being there eating pizza rolls. We're trying to
No,
find out.
we need
we're
a
trying
time
to find
limit,
out who can eat more pizza
That's almost
rolls.
like who can eat them the
and it
longest
doesn't.
then.
It doesn't make fucking sense if you put an allotted time limit.
It does. So we're eating. It's gonna take you more
at the end
than.
of the- but-
hold on. It's gonna take you more than 15 minutes to get full.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because you
You
yeah.
eat. That's ridiculous. That's not true. 15 minutes of constantly eating, of shoveling pizza rolls in your mouth.
No, are we
Then
shoveling
what is it?
handfuls?
20, 25, 30? How much time do you need to get full on a pizza
Okay,
roll?
I missed something here. Are we talking shoving handfuls of pizza rolls in our mouth, or are we going one by one?
Either
one by
or.
one.
One by
Either or.
one. Okay.
How
Fucking
much
whatever
time?
technique
Okay.
we can use. That's why I'm
all right, so-
get
so-
time out of the fucking issue.
No,
the
so
issue
there's
is
a mountain of pizza rolls, Dalton. There's a mountain of pizza rolls. How long until you're full?
Or how
Wait
long
and
until you
see.
Finish it.
Wait and see.
What's in the ballpark? 5 minutes? No. No.
Well, until I'm full.
until you're full. So
Fif-
no.
I'm gonna
10
say
minutes.
15.
I'm just increasing the time. He said
You've
15.
reduced the time. You went
No,
5 minutes
let me.
and 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. 5. That's increasing the time, fucker. 5 is shorter than 10. So 15.
We started
so
out
15.
at 15, then you
So-
went down to 5, and then up to 10.
So
You
that's up.
decreased it,
So that's up.
increased it.
So that's up. So
He's
I'm increasing.
What if at the
negotiating.
end of the
okay.
15 minutes, you're like,
So
I keep
15
going.
minutes.
Okay.
You can eat for 15 minutes straight and not get full, right?
Yeah.
20.
Okay.
Okay, yes or no?
Yeah.
I'll go for a full half an hour.
25.
Yeah.
30.
Okay. So we're betting.
No. Hold on. 30.
Yeah.
35.
This has got to happen
Hold
now,
on.
you guys.
Hold on. 35.
How
Yeah.
much? How
Do-
much?
Hold on.
How big do you think a pizza roll
35.
is?
35.
I'm just saying, get rid
Yes
of the
or
time
no?
limit.
Yes or no? Give me a yes or no. 35. 40.
Yeah.
You can eat for 40 minutes straight.
I'm looking to go
pace
until
yourself?
you no longer
40
know how to
minutes
count.
straight. 45.
Yeah.
You.
He's
50.
counting by fives. He's gonna get a long shot.
50.
Here.
This entire fucking
You
this
can't
entire,
eat for an
the
hour
last
straight.
of this
You
podcast.
cannot eat for an hour straight.
You've never seen him
It's
depressed.
impossible. Dalton's
You've
flexing
never
on-
seen
Oh,
me
you so
depressed.
can. You so can.
Dalton's flexing some big dick. No human being can eat for 50 minutes
Oh my
straight.
god, I
I'm
so wish I was
honestly-
still on
Okay,
tap
you
so I would
haven't-
beat both of you
That's
guys.
impossible. You will get full.
You haven't fallen down
It's
a fucking
not true.
YouTube
15
black hole.
minutes. I know I can eat more than you, Dalton. That's why I'm
Not
calling
true.
you out. I
Put me
know
back-
I
Why-
can eat more.
That's why we've got to make this about
I
quantity,
know I can
because
shove
you want to
more.
get your dick wet later that day and want to put a time limit on this. I don't give a fuck. Take the time limit away, give us a stack of pizza rolls, and let's just fucking eat until we tap out.
You're
Okay,
not
so-
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
No, hold
what,
on,
but
hold on.
what stops me from just sitting there for an hour waiting for me to get hungry again?
Because you can't stop. Like,
Because
there's no
you got
So
stopping.
we
pizza
keep
rolls.
eating.
Yeah, because when
You
one
can't
of us
stop eating.
Or puke.
Yeah.
You can't poop or puke at this.
when you
Yeah.
tap, you're not allowed
Fine,
to eat anymore.
fine. So
Yeah.
the rules are whoever eats the most pizza rolls within.
Period.
But what
Get rid
stopped
of the
me
time
from
limit.
pacing so slow that like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
endurance.
There has to
We're
be
talking.
a time end.
We're
What,
talking.
are you
time.
planning on putting 15 minutes between pizza rolls?
No, we're talking. We're talking. Like,
You at least have to have like so many.
No,
minutes.
he's saying
No,
like
we have to
yeah.
establish rules because what
Like,
stops me?
we
from
get a
doing
we
that?
get a mountain of fucking pizza rolls. One for Dalton. I know this is making you happy, and one and one for Richard. I know you're gonna get stoned before this.
Oh yeah.
And we put a 15-minute timer on it. Whoever eats the most in 15 minutes wins.
That's so reasonable.
But
I think we should do the
if
time.
you look at traditional world eating competitions, no eating competition lasts for 15
No,
minutes.
it's like 3 minutes.
That's
Whoever
what
can eat like
I'm
the most
saying.
hot dogs and shit like that.
Exactly. Dalton's saying there should be no time. I just don't want him dilly-dallying through the whole
Who
thing
can eat the most
and
in
milking
3
it
to
out.
5 minutes?
I don't know. I think we're just looking on these on
You
different levels.
cannot eat for 50
I'm just.
minutes.
I'm
Because what
looking
if at the
to.
end of the 15
50
minutes you're like, I
minutes.
can keep on going?
Yeah.
One,
Yes,
two,
there's the 15-minute thing. That's
three,
the 15
for
minutes.
50 minutes, you're going to do this.
Yeah, you're gonna go as slow as you fucking can to keep eating.
Then at
He's
the
gonna
end,
go
you just
mom, mom, mom,
yeah,
mom,
but at the end
mom,
of
mom.
15,
Look at
but
this.
closer to the end of 15 minutes, you really can like
50
power
No,
through.
fuck that. I
got
want to
10
see you.
rolls
the race.
No, I'm gonna set a fucking shorter
party.
time limit because I want to see you eating like Cookie Monster on a bender. I want to see fucking handfuls of fucking pizza rolls, hot, cold, or indifferent,
No,
go down your
flaming
gullet.
out of the oven. Let's make it real.
Yeah, right out of
50
the
minutes
oven.
is
Oh,
more
like
than
lava
enough
out
time.
of the fucking oven.
Yeah,
Let's make it
Far
real.
more than enough time.
3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Towards the end, they're gonna cool off.
I want to
anyways.
see fucking Dalton go full Fat Boy Cookie Monster on these pizza rolls.
Yeah. See, like I'm just thinking that we're looking at these on different levels, and I'm sorry for yelling, by the way.
No, I'm not.
No, there's some passion about it. You're ready to go.
I am passionate about
it's
it.
food.
But like I'm looking at this on how long does it take for my stomach to get full, and it feels like Richard is looking at this like who can eat this much in the allotted amount of time.
Right.
Because at the end of it, you could be like, "Oh, I can still keep on going. Let's keep on going."
You've never eaten for more than 30 minutes. You've never. I guarantee
You've
you.
never
Oh, I
seen
have.
me
Give me
eat.
back
You
my
have
hand.
never
I'd-
seen
I'd-
me
I'd-
eat.
you.
I just follow
I've
you guys.
seen you eat. I've seen you consume and devour and delete things.
Well,
I've
maybe
seen
we can
you.
find out.
Yeah,
next
you've
week.
seen
It's
me
an act
consume
of
and devour
nature.
and
It's
Maybe
an act
we can
of
find
nature.
out-
It really is, but it doesn't take you that long to get full.
Maybe-
50 minutes.
maybe
you're
we
looking
can-
me in the eye and saying you're going to eat for 51 minutes
Maybe
straight.
maybe we can find out
Get
at
out of
next
here.
week's Bad Habits barbecue for Cody's birthday.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. We'll see who
Maybe.
gets more
Maybe.
plays.
Yeah.
So
I'm
guys,
victorious.
I have a question. Why is it pizza rolls?
I don't know. Why not?
That's
I'm
lost
wait-
in
I'm
time.
waiting for Gary to cut
That's-
the episode because he's got his finger over the mouse.
I just, I'm just saying, for fuck's sake.
Are they
Answer
allowed?
the
Are,
question.
are they
No,
allowed?
that's a
It's-
legit
it's a bit
question.
of a-
Why is it got to
Yeah.
be pizza rolls?
So
No,
because
I'm just-
She
so
hit me
because
with
of
that. I
pizza
couldn't
rolls-
hit stop.
It was while Richard and I were living together. He was hungry, and I had just gone grocery shopping, and I had a plate of pizza rolls. Richard comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, Dalton, can I have some pizza rolls?" And because I'm stingy with pizza rolls, but I'm still giving and understanding, I was like, "Fine. How many want? How many do
You
you
did
want?
the passive
How many do
aggressive
you
eye roll.
want?"
Fine.
Exactly. And Richard just goes, "How many will you let me have?" And I was like,
So he's dealt with you before.
15. I was like, 15. And Richard looks at me
I think it
and
was
goes,
20. I think it was 20.
We'll round up for 20 for story's sake. 20. And Richard goes,
That's a lot
"Dude,
of fucking pizza rolls.
you'll let me have 20 pizza rolls?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait, so that's the bottom line number that you will, or that was."
He started a
I
fucking.
thought he would
He
say
was doing
like
the-
5. I thought he would say like 5. And then
Oh
he
yeah,
said
and then
20.
he
You're
was
like
like,
challenging
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Wait, so how many is too many to you?" And I was like, "I don't know, like
You're
half a
trying
bag."
to. You're so shocked about it. You're trying to see if there was an underlying meaning
Well, I
to
was so used to Dalton being stingy.
it. Uh huh.
I thought he'd give me like 3 rolls or like 5 rolls. And when he said 20, that was like, oh my God, that's like
10
a
more
lot.
rolls than I thought
That's
you'd
a
give.
lot, yeah.
But
that
then
was
he
a
was,
lot
but
for
then
me.
he was like, "Dalton, how many is too many to you?" And I was
Well,
like,
it's
"Well,
legit.
I usually eat like up to 40." And so this is how the whole bet came.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Came
willing
up.
to put money in on getting these fucking
This is good.
Sam's Club size pizza rolls to
Oh,
get
we
to
need
figure this.
Dalton. We need to settle this.
We
This
need to-
argument.
this-
is
this
on.
They have
go.
to be
Far
brand
too
name
long.
Totino's pizza
Yes,
rolls.
they
fuck
gotta
yeah,
be
of course.
Totino's. They gotta be
All
Totino's.
That's why I'm going to
okay.
Sam's Club.
Totino's.
So the time thing.
Pepperoni.
All right, we'll put the time
And you
thing
can't
on
go
the
to the
back burner.
bathroom.
We'll figure out the time thing because obviously right now we can't settle it. But is ranch allowed? Ranch?
Yeah.
That
really
was
good
yeah,
point.
okay. Can you
Ranch
dip
what?
everything, and are you allowed to drink anything?
I think
You're
you
gonna
should
have
water.
to drink something.
I think you
Yeah.
can have water. I think
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Because some
drink
you can't
something.
or
Yeah.
anything you want to drink. I don't think drinking.
No, water. There's if you
I
do beer,
choose-
there's more
I
fill.
think standards water.
Yeah,
usually.
yeah, water.
And then do you get to? Yeah, I was thinking the same. Do you dip
ranch.
them hot sauce?
I would like
or
some
ranch
ranch.
sauce?
I would like ranch.
Ranch.
I like eating
Ranch.
Not
Yeah.
Now
all
I'm
of
getting
them.
hungry. Now I actually want some
Because
pizza rolls
ranch-
myself.
Like he and I eat pizza rolls the same way. I just eat more than him.
Damn it!
Here it comes. Here it comes again.
Here we go.
All right, we're gonna settle this eventually, folks. I swear to God, I'm just gonna sit there and go like, all right, let's pool our fucking money for this one. I'll put
Let's
a
do
fucking
this.
donation jar in the middle of this goddamn fucking forsaken table at this cesspool of a studio,
Dude, let's
just
do
to
it.
see this happen.
Let's eat pizza rolls for charity. We'll figure out a charity.
I'm not
Yeah.
giving to charity. We have a studio we need to buy. We have space.
Actually, can we? Actually,
we need to rent
It should be
space.
like a marathon though, where you have people donating then towards the studio.
Okay.
Like a marathon, like they do marathons, like
Raise
like
money
Eating
for
Change,
Bad
yeah.
Habits Network Studio
Yeah,
by eating
yeah.
pizza rolls.
Get your own like little sponsors, your own people
Oh,
donating on your
no.
team.
And like, I'm not even looking for a prize out of this. I just want the
You
posterity.
just want,
Yeah.
you just want the fucking
prove-
bragging
Yeah.
rights.
yeah,
Exactly.
like I proved Richard wrong.
No, you don't want that, Dalton. you don't want the smoke because now you can.
He just
you
whipped
can
his
pretend,
dick out and put it on the
You can
table.
pretend.
Yeah.
At least you can eat more pizza rolls until it happens, and then for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to live with that.
And
Honestly-
hold
and
on.
honestly, you can't go
Here's,
to the bathroom.
here's another question I have.
I'm gonna
for
have
this.
to like
Can we
kick you
do-
out of your own house.
Can we do
and-
performance enhancing drugs?
That is the question.
that's a
dude,
good
'cause that-
question, too.
That could be
Do you mean a fucking
Ask
tape?
Why do you look at me?
No,
Gary,
no,
you looked at me in the
I
eye
looked at,
and
I
you
had
asked
to.
that.
I
Why?
had to.
But it has to be even
Because
ground.
we
It has to be
all
even
know
ground.
THC makes you fucking hungry.
I don't eat when I smoke.
Really?
I don't have the munchies. I really
you get
don't.
catabolic high.
I seriously don't have the munchies when I smoke.
That's fantastic. I've never met
Good for
anyone
you.
who's got a catabolic high.
I eat when I drink, but like
yeah,
I had the munchies.
Okay, so there's a perfect one there too.
Like real talk, in high school, I had the munchies and everything tasted good. But like around 20, like I would smoke and smoking kills my appetite now.
Okay.
I'm just
Appetite
weird like
suppressant.
that. So honestly, I wouldn't smoke weed.
So why aren't you more
before.
skinny? Beer.
I'm making money.
COVID.
Yeah.
I'm eating and I'm
Beer.
making money.
Yep.
Yep, COVID.
COVID.
Have I done the Hawaiian roll bit yet?
No, yeah, you have. Yeah, you have.
Twice.
Three
Twice.
times. This show will make it
I
three.
haven't done it yet. No, I haven't done it yet. I knew that. Hey, I'm being ironic. Hey.
Nah, it's a callback from 3 episodes. Download that fucking shit.
4 callbacks. It's not like I do something every episode like Betty White Wellness Lodge. Betty White Wellness Lodge. We take a break from all the.
That's just a segment that people expect.
Yeah.
Now, especially when they hear
Expectations.
Dalton's voice.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
You know what's coming.
Hey. You're like that customer that's like, here's my 20. I made it myself.
Oh, I hate that.
Here's my ID. Made it myself.
Yep. Fresh off the press, here's that 24.
It's not ringing. It's not ringing in. I guess it's free.
Oh, I hate those guys.
My favorite response
Anytime
to the people,
you're in
Family
customer
members.
service.
the people who tell me, hey, I just printed this off for you. I tell them, well, because you said that to me, I legally can't take this from you.
Yep.
And I can't tell you how many
Oh
goddamn
my
people
God.
double
Freak out.
back. They're like, no, I was just kidding.
I had to
Fresh
steal
on the
that from
face.
you. Did you make that up?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I finally have a counter to that. Stupid fucking
Kind of like my boss, how he hates me for fucking saying, well, I can't wear this mask for the COVID thing because it's federally illegal to wear a mask while carrying. Oh. And he just looks at me and goes, we need to talk about something else then.
Anyway.
The look on that poor man's face, man. All right, guys. Anyone got any more fucks to give?
I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, though more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt.